All right, 3, 2, 1. Hey, this is Ross Payton with Role Playing Public Radio. We're playing Delta Green here. Bridget is running the game, and I believe the game is called Dream Away Camp.
You're correct. We're playing Delta Green Dream Away Camp. It's a one-shot that I wrote for some RPPR patrons. So shout-outs to Turtle and the gang. I'm glad that you all enjoyed it, and I hope the rest of you can enjoy it too. So since it's just a couple warnings here at the beginning, since this is a Delta Green game, obviously there's scenes of explicit violence and gore. So you clicked on a Delta Green recording, so you probably know that, but in case you came here by accident, please be aware of that. Also, this particular game contains implied and one explicit scene of abuse. So if that's something that you may find troubling, it's okay to turn off the recording now and go do something else. I've already warned all of my players about this, and so everybody's good to go. So if you hear us stop at some point during play, that's probably what's going on. Other than that, we're all playing Delta Green. Everybody went and named their characters. So let's just start at the top of the list here with Faye. If you all want to go ahead and give us a short description of your character and their name.
I'm playing Lot Rousseau, former Doctors Without Borders worker. Went into inactive duty due to encountering a landmine on work, and has been recovering from that since.
Nice.
I'm Maddie. I'll be playing Rachel Wilson. She's 37 and an intelligence case officer.
Hey, I'm Dario, and I will be playing Deputy Carmen Espinosa. She got transferred from her last stint in LA and is looking to just have a quiet life. Oh boy.
Came to the right place. Said, yeah, definitely this Delta Green bodes well.
Bodes well. All right. Hey, this is Ross, and I am playing FBI agent special agent Rodney Fitzgerald, and I am a member of of an organization that I have been told is called Delta Green, and we do things to protect the country from things they should not know about. And yeah,
it's very American.
Yes,
Yes,
very American.
For those of you playing at home, remember that Ross is the only person who knows about Delta Green. Everybody else is just a friendly. Which will definitely not be hilarious later. All right. So let's just settle in for the really long opening. 10 hours ago, you received a coded SMS message through your burner. 5 hours ago, you were drinking coffee at the Edgewater Resort, milling about in the lobby and trying not to look too suspicious. An hour ago, you were piling into a black van with tinted windows. 30 minutes ago, that van turned off U.S. Highway 2 and onto a barely serviced forest road headed east. In another 5 minutes, you'll be at the gates of Grace and Glory Camp for Wayward Youth. Train up your child, arriving a few hours before sunset. You don't really know what you expect to find there, but you know it will be bad. Your driver is a woman who looks to be in her 40s and wearing a black suit. Rodney Fitzgerald, Agent Rodney Fitzgerald, you know her as Special Agent Annie Keaton, whom you've worked with before. She's the handler for the five of you, and you'll be reporting to her for the entire duration of Operation Shadow's Rest. She hasn't talked much, and a few of you are more in the know than others, but the basics are this. Grace and Glory is suspected of being compromised by a threat that poses a danger to national security. The four of you to enter the camp, investigate thoroughly, and report your findings by radio to Special Agent Keaton. You have the next 5 minutes to ask any questions you think will be relevant to the mission.
What prompted this call?
There was an investigation that was a few months ago, and the details of it were rather suspicious. That prompted this follow-up investigation.
Are there any injured that need to be tended to immediately?
Not that we're aware of.
What was the nature of the crime of the initial call?
It was an extremely suspicious homicide that was then ruled to be an accident.
How many people are on the scene right now?
Like how many other staff?
Yeah.
Or just like people in general?
Both staff and campers.
Okay. Yeah. So as far as I know, there could be anywhere between 5 to 30 kids there, because that's how many the camp can have, but they're a little cagey about like their camper records. So you don't know the exact number. And there's something in the area of about 10 staff there at the camp at any given time. As far as other agents, it's just going to be you. Obviously, she's going to be within radio distance, but she's not staying on the premises.
Are we expected?
Yes, you are expected.
What's our cover?
The cover is that you're doing follow-up investigation to the crime that happened a little while ago. And Deputy Carmen Espinosa. I did Esposito. I'm so sorry. Deputy Espinosa, this isn't your first involvement with Grace and Glory. You remember the case 5 months ago where you were called in to investigate the accident that happened at the Old Quarry near the camp. This is the case that you're reopening, essentially. When you arrived at the scene, you found several camp staff members standing with 2 teenage girls with long, dark hair. The girls looked like they had seen rough days, but the camp staff didn't seem to be moving to comfort them. Instead, an elderly pastor seemed to be berating them, quoting Bible verses in a frothing anger that he seemed to be whipping up into a full-blown rage. The accident itself was pretty gruesome. It was night, so you had to set up floodlights that illuminated the ghastly corpse of one of the camp staffers. He was lying on a pile of rocks that was covered with blood. His jaw was missing, along with his tongue, and black ichor oozed around the wound, mixing with the blood pool. The girls had been staring at it wordlessly, their expressions stone masks. After interviewing the staffers, you decided to leave well enough alone, as investigating this thoroughly was likely to turn up more problems than it was worth. Why did you decide to call off the investigation?
Dang it. I saw something similar back in LA, and I wanted to be well enough away from it.
Whoa. What was the official explanation you wrote on the report?
Dang it. Drug overdose.
Do you regret your decision?
Yes.
Did you ever try to reopen the case?
No.
After you made to pack up, the elderly pastor really started laying into one of the girls. Before it came to physical blows, you stepped in and stopped it. How did you stop him?
I cited that the pastor was not their legal guardian and was unfit to approach the young women.
So did you threaten him or?
Yeah, with I was gonna have to detain him if he continued further.
Did you physically harm him?
No.
Okay. All right. So do you guys have any more questions?
Rachel, do you have any?
Is there anything from parents of the kids that has led us to warrant going back here?
Nothing from parents, no. As far as they know, it's a cool camp for kids that they're happy to send their children to. Although it is a camp for quote-unquote troubled children, so if that colors your opinion of the parents any.
What caused the follow-up? What caused this to be? What called us in? So there was a suspicious death 5 months ago, or a couple months ago, or whenever. But why are we here?
So Annie looks at you because she doesn't want to particularly share the full details of this investigation. Mm-hmm. But she's like, we have reason to suspect that things going on at the camp could lead to be a bigger problem. Okay. But that's something I need you to assess. So I need you to be very thorough in both your exploration of the camp as well as your reportings to me. Because this is something that might need to be handled immediately. Okay. In this case, it's something where we don't have confirmed evidence of what we suspect, but it's the kind of thing that if you don't get rid of it quickly, it can very quickly become a much larger problem.
Okay. All right. Okay. We're the mine detector.
Essentially.
Yeah.
I visibly tense in the back seat.
Okay. Midway through questioning Special Agent Keaton, Rachel, you feel a tightness in your chest as you remember a phone call you had 4 hours ago. Someone extremely important to you was involved in a serious traffic collision and had to be hospitalized. Who is that person? Why are they important to you?
That would be my son. He was on a road trip with his friends. They're all 18 and we can go out alone, so I trusted they would be okay together.
What made you decide your commitment to the mission was more important than your commitment to that person?
He was already several states over. We have family in that state, so they're with him, and they're hopefully going to be able to keep me posted.
Okay. So Agent Keaton looks over her shoulder and points at Lot and goes, Lot, underneath your seat is a radio. If I could go ahead and have you grab that for me.
Yeah, I move aside my leg and grab the radio.
All right, she's like, so that's going to be your point of contact between me and the team. I've only got the one, so anything important you need to say, make sure you share it with each other and report it back into me.
Understandable.
All right, you have time for one more question if you want to ask.
To be quite honest, Keaton, I'm getting quite uncomfortable on this ride over. I couldn't quite describe it, but the general air in this vehicle seemed to freeze solid when you were speaking with Mr. Fitzgerald.
I feel like you're working up to a question.
No, just registering a thought, that's all.
Your complaint is noted. So the van rolls up to the end of the serviced road, where it becomes a dirt and gravel path on the other side. A yellow wooden arm attached to a gatehouse blocks the road, and the van pulls up to the window of the gatehouse. You're greeted with the friendly smile of one of the staffers. He introduces himself as Scott and asks what you're doing here. Agent Fitzgerald, since you're riding shotgun, you're closest to him. So what do you say?
Hello, what is your name?
Hi, my name's Scott.
Hi, Scott. We're here for the investigation.
Oh, you don't look like the last deputies that came around. Do we got anything to worry about, sir?
We will see. If you could let us in, that would be great.
Oh, yeah, first, give me a second here. I gotta let him know you're coming.
Mm-hmm.
No me gusta este pendejo.
I'm sorry, what was that?
Oh, nothing. Like, this is a really nice place you have here.
Right. Sure. You too. So he reaches down. He's got a phone on his desk.
Okay.
So you can see him grab it, and he just starts dialing a number.
Mm-hmm.
Does anyone have human intelligence at 60?
I have it at 80.
Okay.
I have it at 60.
So anybody has it at 60, you can tell that the way he's answering this phone, he's being kind of cagey.
Mm-hmm.
He's trying to talk into it without letting you know what he's talking about, but you can kind of overhear things.
Mm-hmm.
So he's phoning ahead to not so much to let people know that you're coming, but to let people know that you're coming. So there'll probably be some kind of welcoming party for you when you actually get up there.
Okay. I assume we're all armed, right?
The people who are armed are you and the deputy, and you both have your service weapons.
Okay.
So you just have pistols.
Mm-hmm. Awesome. All right. I just look around, see if there's any signs of anything weird or unusual. Yeah.
Okay. Do you want to roll alertness?
I do. My alertness is 50.
Oh, can I roll as well?
Yes, you can.
Cool.
That is a fail.
It's kind of dark. It's a little misty.
Oh,
Yeah,
what time
I got
of day
a-
is this?
It's afternoon.
Okay.
I got a success. 70 over 80. Or 70 under 80. Sorry.
He's kind of hunched over the phone, but he's got one hand weirdly placed. And you're trying to figure out what's odd about it. And you remember this from living in LA, shopkeepers who live in kind of the poorer parts of town. They usually keep something underneath the desk in case they're threatened. Mm-hmm. And it looks like he's got his hand resting underneath his desk. He's a little worried about something.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So he gets off of the phone and he gives you all a smile and a wave. And the arm goes up and he says, "Have a nice time."
Oh, thank you, Scott. I'm sure we'll see you soon.
Yeah, I'll bet. So having dealt with Scott, the arm raises and you drive down the road. After a minute or two, a parking lot comes into view, and on the other side of a large gray building that you can assume must be some kind of service garage for the camp. So if you're looking at that map I gave you, it's the two little parking symbols there.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So You climb out of the van, happy to stretch your legs. And once you're all out and situated, the handler reminds you of the radio before putting the van into gear and leaving. So you're all on your own.
Okay.
The agent, you're getting a bad feeling about this. You think back to a phone call you received 12 hours ago, activating you as the head of this temporary cell. You don't know who the voice on the phone was, but you know it wasn't the handler. And having worked with the handler before, you would have known whether it was her voice or not. Mm-hmm. Usually the agency tries to keep as few people in the know as possible, and you've never communicated or reported to more than one person at a time. Your gut turns as you ponder why they would replace the voice with the handler. Can I have you roll a sanity test?
Uh-oh. Let's see here. Ooh, that is a fail.
All right, so you take 1 sanity damage because, like, this is really bothering you. Like, of all the times that you've done something for the agency, like, this is not how they handled things.
Okay.
And given the demeanor of the handler, like, something is up.
Okay, but Anne, my normal handler, obviously was being informed by the same person because she's here and involved in this mission, right? So, like, it's not...
Presumably.
All right.
It's still like Delta Green agents.
Yeah.
It's just they, like, swapped on you.
Okay.
Which is weird.
Yeah, so, like, whatever verification thing I had to do to make sure it wasn't just some imposter. Okay. So nobody else is right with us right now? It's just us right now? There's no NPCs?
Yeah, right now it's all of you in the parking lot.
I just sort of, like, have everyone huddle. So, all right, we're here to look to see if there's anything unusual that could...
Define unusual.
Things that could not normally be here. We don't know. This is, my understanding...
That's a very large number of things. We're out in the middle of nowhere at a forgotten camp in the middle of
It's not forgotten.
Idaho.
It's populated with people.
Yes, sad kids sent away by their parents, I'm
Yes.
sure.
So if there's something that shouldn't be at a sad camp for sad kids, then you should let me know, because I think we're being sent here essentially as scouts to see to perform reconnaissance. We're not here necessarily to solve anything. We're just here to assess the situation and report back for further orders. So anything, even if it's just something that seems minor and innocuous and not even illegal, but it's unusual. For example, iconography that is not Christian, that might represent...
I didn't peg you for a God-fearing man, Mr. Fitzgerald.
Well, the iconography...
Okay, so I need to stop you there. When you try to say Mr. Fitzgerald out loud, you mouth the word Mr. Fitzgerald, but the sound that comes out and the sound that you hear is the agent.
Okay, that's not good. What? That stops my sentence dead in its tracks, and I just stare at Mr. Fitzgerald. Does everyone else? I look between everyone else. Is that the same thing that they all heard?
They all heard you say agent.
Yep, very confused.
That's not what I was trying to say. I meant to say Mr. Fitzgerald.
And again, when you say that, you say, that's not what I meant to say. I meant to say the agent.
Would you like to write it down? Whatever it is you're trying to say?
Hey, compadre, can I see your, ID?
Are you talking to me or to her?
Compadre? No, I'm talking to you, compadre. If it was her, I'd call her comadre.
Okay.
Get it?
Yeah, I will show them my FBI badge.
So your FBI badge is unedited, but the text where it would have the address, I assume there's identifying information like that is kind of hard to read for some reason. Just looking at it is difficult. But when you look at where your name should be, it just says the agent. So can I have all of you roll a sanity test?
Yeah, sure. Great. Awesome.
Yay.
I look at my badge. Does it say that? On my ID? Do I only...
Yeah. You know that the text that is there says your name. But when you think of your name or you read your name or you say your name, the only thing you can hear is the agent.
Oh, my God.
All right. I succeed.
I succeed.
Did anybody fail?
I don't think so.
All right, so really disturbing. but you're keeping it together.
This
This is exactly the kind of thing I'm talking about.
great, unexplainable things. Yes, I believe that I catch wind of this now. Now, my initial plan was to perhaps find some sort of nurse on staff to check medical records, but given what I've just seen and heard, I doubt that will do us much good.
I
What?
don't know. We should talk to the leaders first, interview them, and see what kind of statements they have. They're obviously expecting some kind of official response. We don't know exactly what happened with the suspicious death and what's happened in the interim. So,
Well, what happens if we just try to leave?
well, we can't. That remember this is the reason they're sending us in here is because they believe whatever the issue here is could pose a greater threat later on. So we would be abandoning our duty to God and country.
Right. God and country. I'm more concerned about those kids I mentioned earlier.
Well, maybe if our official call is that we should evacuate them, then we can report that in. But we can't do that without some kind of reconnaissance.
Then what do you suggest, Mr. Agent?
We should go to the church, make ourselves known, interview the leaders, and then assess things from there.
In a group? Don't you think that's a little intimidating?
Yes, and that's the point.
So, as you're talking, you see two people headed out to greet you. You see the smiling, friendly faces of two staffers. One of them is smiling at any rate, a shorter man whose hair is pulled up into his bun, and his smart white shirt has the sleeves rolled up to expose a variety of tattoos. The other man is wearing a dark polo shirt and jeans, as well as a red hat with white lettering on it. What do you want to do? They're pretty close to you.
Before they get within earshot range, I sort of whisper everybody's, remember, unified front. So I smile and greet, hello, we're here for the investigation. And you would...
Right, the investigation. It's the shorter man talking. He takes the lead. The other guy kind of seems like his muscle sort of backup. Mm-hmm. It's nice to meet you. I'm the youth leader. This is the disciplinary supervisor.
And what are your names?
I just told you, I'm the youth leader. This is the disciplinary supervisor.
Oh,
I elbow the agent.
Oh, okay. The disciplinary leader and the youth leader. Oh, of course. What could I be thinking? Yes. We're here to investigate and to make sure everything here is on the up and up. We wouldn't...
Well, I'm sure everything will be on the up and up, Agent. Listen, we want to be as facilitating as possible, but as it's getting on towards dinner, obviously we do have responsibility to the campers. So if there's anything we can help you with, if you want us to give you a tour maybe, we could take you by the office to check you in.
Speaking of the office, and it nearing night, I'd quite enjoy some reading. Do you perhaps have any medical records for the campers here?
Medical records? Well, yeah. I guess we keep track of allergies and things like that for making the kids foods, but I don't know about medical records.
Do you have any experienced medical provider on staff?
Well, of course, we have a physician.
Was that the weird thing again? Or was that great? Great. Could you perhaps introduce me to this physician?
Sure. How about y'all follow me back to the staff office and we can get you checked in? I mean, I understand that you're all cops or whatever, but I can't have people running out among the children without knowing who's been here. You understand? It's like a safety thing.
Right, of course.
You know what they say, beware of false prophets who come to you in sheep's clothing, but inwardly are ravenous wolves.
I will roll my
That was oddly specific.
To see if that's bullshit. Well, I failed my law check, so I guess we have to.
Yeah, well, it's even if you had succeeded, it's not bullshit that they would want to know who had shown up, because, it would be a safety thing if they just let strangers onto the premises who claim to be cops.
Yeah. I mean, I understand that, but I didn't know, we don't have, if I could think some legal bullshit ways, no, fuck you, we're cops.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But I can't think of one. It's not like we have a warrant or anything either.
Yeah. So they invite you to follow them. And they start walking over towards the staff office, but they're not going to walk off without you. They're trying to get you all to go with them.
Okay.
Okay.
I will go with them. Sort of.
Yep,
Same
I
here.
follow.
Yep.
Question though, do the rest of us know that Deputy Espinosa was like on this case before, or is that
Only
something
if-
personal and private too? Okay.
Only if Deputy Espinosa has said something, because you all haven't actually seen the previous case file.
Right. Okay, cool.
So you only know if Espinosa tells you.
Cool.
Did they appear to recognize him at all?
Oh, yeah.
Recognize Deputy Espinosa?
Yeah, do they recognize me?
They have not yet.
Okay.
So while they're walking back towards the staff office, you can kind of see that the disciplinary leader is kind of like leaning in on like saying something to the youth leader, and he's like saying something back. So like if you like kind of like listen into what you're saying, you can hear that the youth leader is like quoting scripture, but it sounds a little weird to you. So can I have you all roll intuition?
What is intuition? And just intuition.
Or is it human intelligence?
Whatever the one for where you have an idea.
Well, there's you can make an intelligence times 5 to have an idea check. Human is the empathy, like
No.
people. Okay, so like idea.
No.
checks.
Yeah.
Intelligence times 5. So that
I succeed.
As do I.
Okay. So some of you obviously have read your Bibles, because it sounds like he's quoting from 2 Thessalonians, but like the text is a little off. And he's trying to like reassure him, and he quotes, "Now we command you, brothers, in the name of our King, that you keep away from any brother who is walking in idleness and sin." But like that name has been kind of changed. Like technically, King could refer to God, but it's weird. Like that's not a translation that you remember.
Huh.
Like the verse is like missing a piece.
So the way they took stuff out, but they didn't like rewrite it to have a different meaning. Okay. Still.
So they take you into the staff office, which is the blue building on that marked staff on the map I gave you, and it opens up into it's just like a little open area, like waiting room kind of thing. There's a desk for a secretary, and it has the secretary sitting at it. She's a blonde woman who looks a little frazzled. There's not a whole lot in this like staff office waiting area. Like there's a couple chairs to like sit down at, but otherwise it's mostly the secretary. And then behind her is like 3 different doors that go to other staffer offices. And they're all labeled if you want to read them.
Okay. What are the labels?
The labels are the physician's office, the disciplinary supervisor's office, and the chaplain's office.
Okay. Interesting. Is there like, if there's a desk nearby, like, do they have like little business cards or something on them?
Yeah, they've got business cards for Grace and Glory right on the secretary's desk. And the secretary's desk also has a phone, and, like a calendar and things like that. She looks a little nervous, like she looks a little unnerved to see you.
Huh.
I look at the business cards to see if they actually have names on them or if they're just title.
Yeah, if the actual like names on the business cards just say elderly pastor.
Okay. All right. Yep, that's a thing.
I step in front of Fitzgerald and greet the secretary. Hi, pardon the sordid demeanor of my companion, but we're the investigators. We were sent here to just do a routine checkup.
Right. I'm the secretary. Nice to meet you.
Of course.
How can I help you?
Well, we were instructed by the youth leader that, and I don't even try to say his name, I just straight say youth leader. We were instructed by the youth leader that we needed to check in before we could perform any of our duties. Of course, that seems entirely reasonable to me, given you want to look out for the kids here. Want to make sure that nobody strange is roaming about.
Right, yeah. If you could just sign the sign-in sheet. And she's got like a clipboard, and she like hands it up to you. It's got space for like name, date, time in, time out.
Anybody
reason
here
for
before
visit.
us?
No, it's a fresh sheet. So nobody has come up today.
Okay.
Do you want to write your name?
I pass it to Fitzgerald.
Let Ross soak it all up.
Yep, no, that's fine. I'm gonna write FBI agent Fox Mulder on it and see what it does.
Motherfucker!
Yeah, how does it react when he lies?
So when you lie, and you write FBI agent Fox Mulder, you can tell that you like wrote something down, but there's nothing there.
Okay, like there's no marks on the page. It's just like the
No, there's marks on the page, and you can tell that it's text. But when you look at it, there's nothing there. It doesn't say anything.
Okay. I hand it to the secretary, or actually, I hand it to the good doctor here. Hey, my handwriting's terrible. Can you read that?
It's the same thing when you look down at it. Like you can tell there's writing there, but there's nothing there.
No, your writing truly is terrible. I've worked with plenty of doctors, but that's the worst I've ever seen.
Oh, burn. Damn.
Why don't you pass it to our other companions so that they can take a look and sign their names as well?
Yeah, sign yours first.
I insist. And then I turn back to the secretary. Now, while they're signing that sheet, I'd like to inquire about the youth leader mentioned that you'd have simple medical information kept on all of the children. I'd just be interested in knowing if they've had any recent issues, any injuries, medical histories that might need to be tended to, things like that. You see, I'm a doctor. I work
She, like, keeps glancing over her shoulder, like, back towards the physician's office, but, like, she has, like, a very kind of, like, measured response where she's like, oh, I wouldn't know anything about that. I'm just the secretary.
Right, yes. You see, you don't need to know anything about it. You simply need direct me to things where I might be able to.
I don't know where we would find any of that. I'm just the secretary.
Is it very clearly marked the physician's office? Like, is it there in plain sight?
It's very clearly marked physician's office, and she obviously knows the physician
right
there.
So during my time with Doctors Without Borders, I mentioned I stepped on a landmine. That has had some lasting effects on Lot's body. Specifically, she's missing a couple fingers on her left hand, and they are replaced with wooden ones. She puts her hand, I put my hand on the desk, and tap my fingers, and then gesture over to the physician's office and say, perhaps the physician's office would be a good place to start for me.
She's like on the verge of tears, and she just says, I'm just the secretary.
Of course, I understand. I will escort myself to the physician's office then. Seeing as how we've all checked in.
So has anybody actually like written your names? Have you actually signed the sign-in sheet?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, I will sign my own name and see what happens.
Okay.
I distinctly try to not sign, and yeah.
Okay. Do any of you lie when you sign the sheet?
I miswrite my own name.
But are you trying to write your own name?
Yes.
Okay, so what you write down on the sheet, instead of the place of your name, is the text that reads, The Guardian.
That happened with me as well?
Did you write your name?
Yes.
Yes, yours says The Grieved.
Okay.
So, Faye, you said you were headed to the physician's office?
Yes.
Okay.
I feign like I signed it and, give it back, and through all of the intimidation, I'm hoping that she's too flustered to really check for my name.
Okay.
And I want to just excuse myself and go to the physician's office.
So the youth leader and the disciplinary officer they kind of tense up when you head to the physician's office, but they don't stop you.
Mm-hmm.
And so when you open the office, like it opens up into what you'd expect, like kind of like from a nurse's office at a school or something. So there's like two beds, like there's an examination table. There's like a cabinet or whatever that's got a bunch of medicines and things like that in it.
Mm-hmm.
And there's two people in here. There's an adult woman in a lab coat, and then there's also a child sitting in a wheelchair. She looks to be like in her mid-late teens, and she's very quiet. She's not moving. And the physician,
alive?
Yes, she's alive. She's just like, she seems
still
like out of it. Yeah. And the physician is like brushing her hair, and she's like cooing to her about it. She says, "Your hair is so gorgeous, so long and silky. You can definitely catch a man once you learn to behave. My gosh, what beautiful locks. A woman's crown and glory is her hair, as they say. Hi, how can I help you?"
Hi, my name is Latrus.
Okay, so when you say that out loud, what you say is, "Hi, my name is the Oracle."
I am here to perform a cursory inspection, and I'm the doctor on duty. I am here to inspect the current medical records of any of the campers that are still here, or that were here recently.
Oh, of course, yes. Are you part of the investigation team?
I raise my eyebrows as I'd already mentioned that. I don't respond.
She is trying to get something out of you, but she's not really sure how to go about it. But she's kind of ignoring your request right now to look at medical history. Does anyone go into the physician's office with the Oracle?
I'm going to grill the secretary. Just tell me everything about the suspicious death that happened here and everything that's happened since then. I don't make.
Oh well, you're literally gonna make her cry.
Yeah, I don't care.
She just starts tearing up.
Okay.
And she doesn't really want to talk. And the youth leader and the disciplinary officer are like, "Hey, come on now, is that really warm?
Okay.
This poor woman just does the books."
Well, then I need to get official statements from the leaders of who even is in charge here. So I'm just going to be distracting them and just trying to get their official statements about everything. Assuming I don't know anything about the case. Take me through it. What happened here? Yeah.
All right. So while they're doing their account on that, what are you doing in the physician's office, Faye?
Just from a glance, how stocked, I guess would be the right word, is this office? Do they have anything that would be suspect for a camp in the middle of nowhere to have? Is this place, do they just have, a medical kit, a waste disposal kit, and normal stuff? Or is it we got vials, bottles, syringes, and all kinds of shit? How's it looking here?
It's vaguely normal. But if you wanted to check the actual medical supplies, you would need to go look at the cabinet of supplies.
Okay. In that case, I'll say, well, pardon my sudden intrusion. Of course, if you'd like to continue whatever it is you were doing, I can simply show myself around. And I'm going to move towards the cabinet of supplies.
Is that really necessary, ma'am?
I believe that it is. What did you say your name was again?
Oh, I'm the physician.
Right. Now, physician, I suggest...
Yes, that's my name.
Yes, I hope that I wear it out. I suggest that either you help me or stay out of my way.
She kind of looks out into the other room, maybe she's thinking about going for help.
Mm-hmm.
But she doesn't physically stop you. So are you trying to examine the medicine cabinet?
Yeah, after, I guess, just a pause between us, I'll turn and start to look at the medicine cabinet.
Do you have medicine as a skill? Is that what it is?
I've got medicine and pharmacy.
What's your pharmacy?
50 is pharmacy.
Okay, can I have you roll pharmacy?
Yes. That is a 41.
Okay, so the medication in here is stuff that you would expect. It's painkillers, fever reducers, that kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
But this isn't medication you would give to people. This is medication you would give to dogs.
Is it? Am I getting a weird brain tingle? Are the labels weird, or is this literally just dog medicine?
No, you get the idea that it's would be useful medications. You could use these on people, but whoever's prescribing them only has the prescriptive capacity of a veterinarian.
Oh, I see. Interesting. I'll turn around then. Now, physician, I apologize for, once again, bursting in here so suddenly. I forgot the formalities. Do you mind if I look at your credentials?
She says, well, I mean, you'd probably have to call in for that kind of thing,
If I'm not mistaken, you need to carry those with you at all times if you're going to be performing in any sort of medical role.
Of course, but you know how it is. Like, I showed them to get the job, and I'm here now, and so it's fine, and so this isn't something that we need to continue investigating.
I believe telling me that it's something that shouldn't be investigated is... You do realize...
Are we going to have a problem here, miss?
I believe we already have a problem.
So she, moves to leave the room. Like, she's definitely going to go get back up now.
Okay. Okay. Goddamn. All right. Yeah. As she leaves, I'll grab her on the shoulder. Of course, with the hand that has the wooden fingers. And I'll try to stop her. Is there like a threaten? Oh wait, no. Instead, can I use psychotherapy to try to calm her down?
Sure.
Okay. Or calm her down via threat of
revealing her
or legal action. Yeah. So my psychotherapy is 80. It's a 38, so that's definitely good. Now,
yeah.
Oh, good.
No, you first.
Now, though it seems you've no choice, and I have no choice but to call you a physician, if you were to step outside this door, then I don't think that would be the case for much longer. These kids are certainly not dogs, and this is no vet that you're working in. Why don't we keep this quiet for now? Just give me some time to think about this. If you're not using anything, if the practices you're performing are not harming the children, then I see no reason to pursue legal action. I myself have used fish amoxicillin on myself to pursue to stem in an infection. Medicine is expensive. I understand.
Well, of course I'm not hurting the children. I'm not the one that hurts the children. I just clean...
Excuse me?
I said I'm just the one who,
Before that.
cleans out scrapes and things like that. It's a camp. It's a very physical activity sort of place. Kids fall, things happen.
What kinds of things?
Bumps, bruises, it's nothing major.
Right, and you said that you're not the one that hurts the children.
I think you may have misheard me.
There have been a lot of things I've been mishearing today, but that is certainly not one of them.
So as you're, grilling her, you get, that, feeling you get when someone's standing, right behind you?
Uh-huh.
So you're getting that kind of feeling, like someone really tall is standing behind you, and you can feel these arms, reach out and wrap around you and, pull you into a hug. And it's like someone much bigger than you. And the arms are, very long, too long almost. And this curtain of hair falls around your face, and it is long, and it is dark, and it is, slick with oil. And you can feel the mouth of something next to your ear whispering in it. Can I have you roll sanity?
Yeah, sure. I fail. That is, in fact, a critical failure.
Sweet. Can I have you take 1d10 points of sanity then?
Well, a crit failure usually means you just lose the max amount possible. So.
Oh.
But I mean, that's your call, Bridget. You could just be normal roll. You don't want to.
Yeah, I want you to take 1d10.
Okay. That's a 10.
Tight. So you take.
I hit my breaking point.
Okay, so your breaking point is you freeze. This is not something that you know how to deal with. You can't do anything. You're immobilized. So what does that look like for everyone else?
Jesus.
Well, I was trying to distract while Rachel...
No. I mean,
okay.
So she's stuck in this room. So, if somebody comes in and looks at you, what will they see?
They'd probably see... So... Lot is certainly a sufferer of post-traumatic stress disorder to a very large degree. It would definitely be that, sudden stillness, probably backed up against a wall, staring off into the middle distance, not looking at anything in particular, but certainly whatever she's looking at is not a good memory.
Okay. So the other staff members here, while you're grilling the staff members, the physician comes out of the office, and she's like, can you come get your friend? She just, I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, sure. What seems to be the matter there, Doc?
You tell me. She pulls you into the physician's office, and she just points at the Oracle, who's just kind of standing there.
All right. I'm gonna snap my fingers in front of her face, just like to see if I can get a response. Hey, Loteria, wake up!
But, like I shake my head a couple times and my eyes like focus in from that distant plane.
You holding up okay there?
No? What?
You were staring off into off into the 1,000 feet.
Okay. Where's the person? Where's the physician?
She's right there.
I'm right here, ma'am.
Okay, great. Can you just keep an eye on her? I say to Carmen, and then leave very promptly to go outside and get some fresh air.
Okay.
All right.
So when you burst out the door into outside, like it was like kind of misty, like when you had rolled up here in the van. But now it's started raining, and it's kind of a heavy rain.
Okay. Am I, like, once I'm outside and, like, by myself, I'm gonna, like, kind of feel my head and, like, my stomach. Am I, like, covered in any hair or slime or anything?
Nope.
Cool. I think I'm gonna be standing outside by myself for a minute.
So how is this changed your tactic inside, if at all? Like, what are we all doing?
I'm gonna ask the nurse, like, what happened, or did she just all of a sudden just stop doing things? And
we were talking, and she just kind of spaced out, or whatever.
What were you talking about?
The physician stuff.
Physician stuff?
Yeah, like doctor things.
Doctor things. And you're a doctor.
Obviously.
Cool. Where'd you go to school?
At doctor school? Why do you care?
Like, you guys usually go to school for that kind of stuff. I was just wondering, maybe be like Berkeley or, I don't know, Wisconsin U.
If I went somewhere nice, do you think I'd be in North Idaho?
Well, I went somewhere nice, and I'm in North Idaho.
Yeah, well, that means you fucked up somewhere, doesn't it?
Yeah.
So Agent and Grieved, what are you two doing?
I might run after Lot, seeing her, run outside, follow up, make sure she's okay.
I'm smoking. Like, I've burned through one cigarette already, and I have another one. Hey, what? How's it going in there?
What happened back there? You just kind of spaced out and freaked out. You alright?
It's a little. The gist of it is that I was back. I was back out in the field as a doctor. I mean, in a memory sense, I remembered some things. I got caught in a. It's fine. Where's the agent? Bring the agent out here.
Meanwhile, sorry. I'm just like my thing was to try and get the official statement of at least either of the youth leader, I guess. And because once we have a statement, then I can nail them for any lies they tell. But I need to get them to lie first. So
the way they say what happened is that 2 kids had been in trouble. So a supervisor had taken them out to the quarry to just do some standard disciplinary things. Something happened. He must have tripped on some equipment or something and had a really bad fall that was unfortunately fatal. They did the right thing and they called the authorities, who came and investigated. And they found it to be an accidental death, and they left.
A quarry? Why? What? 1, why a quarry? And 2, what is a standard disciplinary act?
Well, there's a quarry near the place. There's an old quarry not that far away from the camp.
Yeah.
It's just coincidence that the camp is here. So, sometimes, when kids need a little extra reinforcement, they send them out to the quarry, to do, stuff to help them burn off some energy, be more God-fearing children.
That's not very specific, and that's not a good sign. What specifically are your disciplinary acts?
Well, you know, just like a little, like, just stuff to tire him out, like lifting rocks and things like that. It's no big deal.
Lifting rocks? You think that's an appropriate action for disciplining children?
Listen, we have all the correct permits from the state. Our ability to run an institution is not under investigation here.
Except you had a death here. And
An accidental death?
And possibly other. We haven't concluded anything. I would like, if you have any manual or any sort of coursework or that explains what these disciplinary actions are, I would like to see them. I also want to examine this quarry.
I'm sure we could find someone to take you out to the quarry if you really want to go out there.
I also want to interview the students. Is the student who was... One student died, or did both students die? Or campers?
No students died. It was a staff member.
It was a staff member. Well, any witnesses who are there, I would like.
There's a witness in there if you want to try interviewing her.
The physician?
No. He's referring to the child that's in the physician's office.
Oh, the child. Oh, she was the... Okay. All right, so that's what I'll be doing until someone comes and gets me. Because
I want to ask the youth leader about Scott.
Maintenance guy?
I say, like, hey, can you tell me about Scott? And that's what comes out, the maintenance guy?
You say, hey, can you tell me about the maintenance guy?
Mm-hmm.
I think, oh yeah, that's maintenance guy. He does a lot of duties around here. He's the maintenance guy. I don't know if you know that. And so we have him run the gatehouse. It's just kind of nice to check people going in and out when he's not doing any of his other duties.
Mm. What can you tell me about Scott? Is he, if he likes hockey or if he's,
I don't really know. I mean, the maintenance guy is kind of a quiet person.
You guys don't go after work, shoot the breeze, talk about, just non-consequential stuff?
I mean, we all go to the same church, but after service, you don't really go, like, hang out or anything? No, the work we do in this camp is very important. We're all very dedicated. I mean, we've even started just staying for the services up here. I mean, the elderly pastor does an excellent sermon every Sunday.
Okay.
What day of the week is it?
It's like a Thursday.
Okay.
So by this time, I'm sure that Rachel has wandered back in to tell the agent that the Oracle is looking for him.
All right.
Yeah, the Oracle's not looking too good, and she asked if you could come outside, and probably should do that.
Of course. I go out with the Grieve, talk to the Oracle. Like, yes, how are you holding up?
So, pretty bad. I flick my cigarette out into the rain and then turn to stare at both of them. And then very pointedly look at the agent and say, so, you didn't mention that we would be experiencing some pretty fucked up shit out here. Listen, I know what a fucking hallucination is. That was when I was in the physician's office, there was something else in there with me.
Something else? Like...
That's the best I can describe it.
I walked in there and it was just you staring off into the distance. Like,
no shit. Else? No shit. Same way that, here, what's your name? Go ahead, say it out loud for me.
The Guardian.
Right, yeah. And your name is right there in the air for me to hear. But it's not. Look, I don't know what the fuck that was, but I can tell you there was something else there behind me. Huge.
I believe that is...
Yeah, no shit. I thought you would.
I can tell you that things of this nature have happened before and it is important that we stop them. Does that make sense?
Yeah. That makes sense.
So we're talking about ghosts?
Labels are not necessarily...
I was never one to believe in ghosts. I've seen my fair share of dead bodies, and not once have I seen a ghost. That thing, that whatever that was, it was alive,
I believe you.
No. You listen. It was alive, and it was gentle.
Ew.
I will radio this in.
Okay, so what do you want to tell the handler specifically?
I tell the handler, one, there is some kind of effect regarding names. Names are different here. You say one name and it comes out. Names become titles, and then Dr. Lott...
Any particular names?
I will say my real name is Rodney Fitzgerald.
Okay, and of course what you say out loud is, my name is the agent.
And I don't know what you hear, but I hear the agent, and I specifically say the agent. Does that sound the same as Rodney Fitzgerald?
And she's like, I'm kind of picking up on what you're laying down here.
And then Dr. Russo had some kind of encounter with...
Wait, who's the Oracle?
I grab the I grab the radio. It's me.
Missing some fingers.
Oh, fuck
right.
you.
It's
You could have just
accurate.
said I know, but listen. So in addition to the names being a little as you can tell, why don't we just summarize it as there was a presence.
Can you describe the presence to me?
Tall, long arms, I mean not long arms for a tall person. I mean long arms.
Right. Was it wearing a crown of some kind?
It was behind me, and it hugged me.
You came into contact with it?
Prolonged contact.
She does not respond to that.
Do we have new mission instructions?
No, same mission instructions as before. I definitely need you to check this out. This is extremely important.
Not sure. Where else? I mean...
let's check out the quarry.
Yeah, I guess...
Check out the other places on site. Isn't there, like, a chapel there? Like, don't they hold services? I need you to check out their lecture material, if they have any. I need you to let me know where the kids are, how many kids are on site. That would be extremely important.
Okay. Right. That should be... that should have been findable in the medical records. Personally, I'm not going back into that room.
All right.
There was a girl in that room, too.
Let's proceed to the chapel.
Okay.
Maybe we should check on, like before we go to the chapel, talk to the kid, like, before anything else, because they were just there.
Here. Yeah.
I think someone else should do it. She saw me freak out. I don't want to...
I'll talk to the kid.
Right.
I'll go with you.
Yeah, Grieve,
Okay.
go with her. Yeah.
All right, so the Grieved and the Guardian go in to see the kid in the back. So, like, how do you approach this? Because they're kind of letting you do your investigation, but, like, at the same time, like, they're, like, definitely watching you. And you can tell that the disciplinary supervisor is, like, standing by the window, and he's kind of keeping an eye on the Oracle and the agent.
Well, as long as he's keeping an eye on them and not us, I'm perfectly okay with that.
Okay. So how do you want to approach talking to the girl?
I want to...
Carefully, keep a distance back. Try to, like, find out what her name is.
I want to go in, like, kneel, rather than, like, go in stern and, like I would an interrogation, I'm going to go in and, like, take a knee so that we're seated at the same level and, like, ask her gently, like, what happened that day.
It takes her a long time to, like, even notice that you're there. And her eyes move very slowly. Like, she's kind of asleep and awake at the same time. And she stares at you specifically. Like, she doesn't seem to acknowledge the Grieved. And she just kind of looks at you.
Hello? I'm going to snap my fingers. Buenos dias? Can
Like,
you...
There's kind of, like, a bit of, like, sensory, like, response. But you kind of get the impression that something's wrong with her.
I don't think snapping your fingers at the child is helping right now.
oh, no, it's
So
like...
the physician comes in and says, can I help you, deputy?
The little kid here.
Oh, that's the sick girl.
Oh. Oh, really?
Yeah, lovely name, right?
Yeah, it flows right off the tongue.
Maddie, can I have you roll alertness?
Yup.
That's okay.
I fail that.
You get the idea that like something was watching you, and when you look up to the window, there's like a huge shape. Like you get more of an impression of it than you actually see it. Like has just left. Like there was something huge leaning up against the window, looking in, and you just missed it as it just left.
Well, all right. I don't mention it to Carmen. Listen, decision. We just need to try and ask a couple of questions. It'd be very helpful to our investigation, just to see if she remembers anything about the event that happened.
I don't know that she's going to be very helpful. I mean, after that event, she's been kind of, well, I mean, there were some outbursts, but now she's just real quiet, the poor thing.
You don't think that maybe she should have gone to a hospital, given that she is like this?
Oh, the concerns with her body are not nearly as concerns.
Okay. Carmen is gonna stand back up and like steeple her fingers very carefully in front of her.
Uh-huh.
This child is sick and she needs to go to a hospital, and you can't tell me this religious bullshit is gonna make her better.
This religious bullshit, as you so elegantly put it, is what's going to save her from a path of damnation. Do you think good kids come here, Guardian?
There's no such thing as good, bad kids. They're just kids. They don't know. They
right.
don't know.
And you can ruin your children however you want. But here, we take a different approach.
That's it. Fucking... Que pinche pendejaría que la nada... Doctor, vamos.
If you're going to be saying whatever horrible things I'm sure you're saying in front of this child, I'm going to have to ask you to leave.
Mírame.
I don't know what you're...
Look
Just
at me.
Go.
Look into my eyes.
Okay, we're not being helpful here. Let's just step out of the room. Come on.
Yeah, I'm gonna go along, but like sort of like mad dogging my way out.
So the physician like shuts the door, and you can kind of hear it lock. And the youth leader and the disciplinary officer are like, "All right, well, I'm sure that was productive. How about we give you a tour of the place so we can speed this along, and we can all go back to our lives."
Vamos, mamón.
I take that's a yes?
It would be appreciated, thank you.
So all 6 of you go back out. Like the youth leader is still flanked by the disciplinary officer. Like he kind of seems like he's like the muscle for the group. He says like, "All right, well I've got a map of the facility here. I'd be happy to show you."
How many kids do you have?
Well, we have a lot.
How many kids do you have?
Hold on. We have about 20 kids here. That's about an even split of genders. Mm-hmm.
About 20 kids.
Exactly 20 kids. I'm sorry. It just seems to me like you're kind of splitting hairs on weird things.
We're investigators for potential criminal charges. We split hairs.
Potential criminal charges?
Yeah, negligence for one.
Exactly 20 kids.
I've got your position on one already.
Beloved, do not believe every spirit, but test the spirits to see whether they are from our king, for many prophets have gone out into the world. Sure, I'd be happy to show you around. Where would you like to start?
What? So you're just brushing past the fact that I've got your physician, your employed physician, on a criminal charge.
Criminal charges for doing her job? I'm certain. Do you happen to be holding any evidence? Did you take any pictures, or did you just harass my staff member?
Well, look, your understanding of the legal system notwithstanding, we still we will go to the chapel first.
Sure, right this way. So they escort you over to the chapel, which is its own building. I mean, it's like a pretty nice building. It's got like the steeple on it, but otherwise it's like pretty simple. Like it does look like it have space enough for about 30 people in it.
Mm-hmm.
Give me 1 second. It's well, I mean, like 30 people can stand in it, not 30 people can have a good time in it.
I see. Pretty small.
Yeah, it's a quaint chapel. There's when you open it up, there's like rows of pews. There's just like small benches. They don't look like they're very comfortable. Mm-hmm. And there's this big yellow stained glass window behind an aging pulpit, which is really just more of like a stand. It's not like anything fancy. There's space for a tiny band, where like a little like performing stage thing, but there's just a shitty piano there. Okay. And there is a side room which is unlocked.
Are there any paper materials in sight, like loose leaf, study handouts or anything that we can...
There's a Bible with a yellow cover up on the pulpit.
Okay. I look at the pulpit. Are there any, like, papers stored in it, or anything like that?
No, there's just a Bible resting on it.
I pick it up and, like, flip through it, see if any paper falls out. Or if there's...
Okay, so are you attempting to read it, or are you just, like, shaking out the pages?
I mean, I'm not gonna First, I look to see what type of Bible is it. Is it King James? What edition?
Are you looking inside the Bible, or are you looking at the cover?
I'll look at the cover first. Sure.
The cover is yellow.
Okay. And then look to see what kind of Bible it is. Is it? Yeah, like I said, what translation, all that.
So there's no, like, intro text. I would just start into the scripture.
There's no copyright page. There's no publication information.
No.
Does it look really old? Like, is it still printed or is it handwritten?
It's printed. Do you want to read it?
Is there any marginalia in handwritten notes?
Commit! Do you want to read the book, or do you want to just keep shaking it?
Yeah. So nothing comes out of it. There's no handwritten.
There's nothing old and there's nothing stuffed into it.
I mean, like, would my character know anything about the Bible? Like, I'm trying to see what skill he would have that actually, like, if he would be able to identify anything about it. Because,
well,
if he's shaking the book.
if you look at any of the text passages, like, I'm sure.
Okay. I'll read a random passage, I guess.
All right, cool. This yellow Bible has had the text significantly modified to be clearer and reader-friendly, quote unquote. Mm-hmm. All mentions to God, Jesus, or the Holy Spirit are in glowing yellow letters reading "Our King." And any reference to sin or duplicity is replaced with a smoking black text that reads "masks," and it hurts your eyes to look at. And I have your little sanity.
Yep, that's the thing.
Great.
Was that? Yep. That's a crit failure. So 77.
All right, yeah. So can you roll 1d10, please?
All right.
Oh, no, don't get indoctrinated.
9. That is a temper.
Okay, yeah. You take 9 points of sanity.
65.
Nice. But yeah, like, and when I say like smoking, like when you open it up, like it, like smoke comes off of the page, like as though that word were on fire.
Okay, I really want to burn it right now. Yep. All right. So smoke literally comes off the page.
Yeah, any reference to sin or duplicity is in like a black text that reads "masks."
Hey, compadre, you sure you don't want to be smoking inside?
You see
what? I mean,
too?
I'm smoking inside.
Yeah, if you could put that out, I mean, it's kind of a fire hazard.
We're not here investigating fire hazards.
Not yet.
Can I have your statement on that when they come investigate insurance fraud for the fire?
Youth leader, what denomination are you?
Oh, us?
Yes.
And he says something, but it doesn't make any sense to you.
Oh, good.
Could you spell that for us?
Yeah.
Sure. And when he spells it, it's incomprehensible noises.
That's what I thought.
Is that more sand checks for this, or are we used to this by now?
No, this is similar to the naming thing. Like, This is something you've already experienced.
Okay. Because this is no edition of the Bible I recognize.
Well, there's a lot of editions of the Bible. I mean, this particular one we have printed through our church.
Oh, is that here?
You make it yourself.
No, we don't print it here, no.
Huh.
Excuse me? You said you have it printed through your church, but you say it's not printed?
No, we don't print it here, but our church prints it. The church that's in charge of the camp.
Ah, okay, I see.
And where is that church located?
Oh, we're back over in oh my god, I have to Google this now. I know what the name of the town is, but
Is it in Idaho?
It is in Idaho. It's a real town. It's the last big place before
Boise.
Boise?
No, Boise. We're North Idaho.
Okay, I don't.
It's out in Colburn.
Colburn. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm tempted to just go there. Nuke it from orbit. Nuke all of Idaho from orbit.
It's the only way we can be sure.
Yeah.
Why would you want to nuke Idaho from orbit? What's wrong with it?
That was out of character. I said I was tempted to say that. I put that Bible down. It's just.
Do you think something is wrong here, Ross? Would you like to enlighten the listeners what you think is going on?
What I think is going on? I think is going on. Someone took a certain play and wrote it into the Bible, and that's a big no-no for a lot of reasons.
Plagiarism is bad, RPPR.
Yeah, well, I mean, they're both public domain texts, but that doesn't make it a good idea. And we're kind of in the ground zero of. Yep.
Okay. Is there anything else in the chapel that you want to check out?
The side room.
Okay. So it looks like it's a sound room. It's like this is where they would mic up whoever the speaker is. So they have some functional equipment for that. There's a phone in here, and then there's another yellow Bible.
Huh. Okay. I just on a whim, I'm gonna pick up the phone.
Okay. So the phone has two buttons on it. One is labeled chaplain's office, and the other is labeled disciplinary office.
Oh, okay. I see. So it's more of an intercom system than a...
Yeah, you couldn't call an outside line on this phone.
Right. Okay. Are there any... So is there any... so there's only a Bible and this phone in here.
Mm-hmm. The only other thing that catches your eye, inside the chapel, would be that big stained glass window.
Mm-hmm.
The big yellow stained glass window?
Big yellow stained glass window. Mm-hmm.
What kind of patterns on that stained glass?
Do you want to go investigate it?
I'm by the pulpit. Wouldn't I just be able to turn around and look at it? Yeah.
So, yeah, I'm asking for confirmation that you're staring at the window.
I am staring at the window.
So, it's primarily shades of yellow, and it depicts a kind of strange-looking eye. And there's a faded placard underneath it that reads, "Eye of Our King."
Yeah.
The grieved, in the shadows to the side of the stained glass window, there is just suddenly, maybe it was there all the time, and you just now notice it, is this hulking, monstrously tall figure. And it has very long black hair that seems to be dripping oil. It's got the skull of some massive, monstrous deer that it's wearing, with these bone white horns that curve up to the top of the chapel. And this figure is dressed in robes that looks or maybe that's its skin, or maybe it's clothing. It's hard to tell. That there are these enormous raven feathers. If ravens were really, really big, really, really big, size of motorcycle kind of birds is what we're talking about. And this thing is just hunched in the corner. And once you notice it, it turns to you and it screams. And the scream is audible to everyone, but not out loud. It's in your heads. There's something screaming in your head. So when that happens, all of you, your heads snap towards the source of the sound, and you can see the same thing. So I need everybody to roll a sanity check here while
I shout
show you a cool image of what you saw.
Yay!
I fail that sanity check.
Hey, I make it.
I fail.
Okay.
Hey, you make it!
Okay, so Batty, you take 2 points sanity damage, and Faye, you take 1d6.
Oh.
Because to everyone else, it's like this just loud scream, but you can understand what it's saying.
Oh, good. Okay. What's it say?
It's a very scared and angry feminine voice screaming about killing everyone.
Oh, fuck. Okay.
She looks like a nice lady.
What is its stance on killing everyone? Is it against killing everyone, or is it pro killing everyone?
I'm going to recall to the front door.
After it screams, like, it's just gone. And there's this, like, big puddle of oil, like, oozing out of the shadows and down the pulpit.
Who's the closest one to me after I exited out of, like, the side room to look at the thing? Like, who's the closest?
Well, I'm at the pulpit, so...
I can be.
Okay, yeah, I grab the Guardian right by the shoulder, spin her around and say, "Did you hear that?
Yeah.
Did you hear what she said?
It was loud.
So you heard what she said?"
No, it just sounded like screaming.
She was screaming about killing everyone here.
Oh.
Does anybody have alertness at least 60?
Yeah.
Yes,
No,
I have it at
sorry.
80.
Okay, so you notice that the rain is, like, really coming.
Oh.
Like, it was pretty heavy before, but now it's, like, shaping up to be serious storm kind of rain.
Okay.
You know what the fucked up part of it was?
No? Or, well...
Yes, but
No.
beyond that, she sounded worried.
Okay.
How did the campers react? Did they see it, or...?
The staffers are just outside.
Cool.
Oh,
They have not seemed to react to it in any way.
Loteria, you stay right here. I'm gonna go see if the oil is toxic.
All right.
So you're gonna, like, touch the oil?
I'm gonna take off a sock and dab my sock in it.
Okay. It's not, like, corrosive or anything. It's just weird. It's kind of like mud, but kind of not, and it's kind of like dried blood, except a liquid. It's, like, really oily and filmy.
Ew.
Yeah, your sock's ruined now.
Yeah.
I have an evidence bag. Just
Yeah.
put the sock in the evidence.
Okay.
There you go.
Wish I brought another pair.
Yeah, that was an interesting choice there. I had a handkerchief, but, you know, I didn't want to question it. So...
Thank you, Agent.
I had a handkerchief this whole time, but I just let you take off your shoe.
I didn't know
take
what
off
you
your
were
sock.
going for. I thought maybe you had a gun in there or something. You were just, like, taking
A gun in my sock.
Well, in your shoe or something. Like, I don't know.
In my...
Great. Slapstick routine aside, we need to gather the kids.
The
We need to
kids
get them.
are also probably infected with whatever's going on here.
They're kids, though. Who gives a shit?
Can we call this in?
Hold on, yeah. I'm going to go in the recording room and close the door to radio, or actually close the door. I don't want the campers or staffers to hear me.
Okay.
So
I'll stand guard at the door.
Yeah.
So
I called it, update. They have a Bible that is non-standard produced by the church in Colburn, Idaho, and it has a yellow cover, and it is a non-standard Bible. The text replaces...
Wait, yellow cover?
Yes.
Non-standard how?
The word sin has been replaced with masks, and every reference to God or Jesus is replaced with our King.
Our King.
Yeah. There's a...
All right, just to confirm, you found a yellow book with references to Our King and masks.
Yes.
we found 2 books.
How many people did you say have read these?
Probably everyone on here. I have not confirmed that though.
And where do they manufacture it?
A church, the church that runs this camp. It's in Colburn, Idaho.
Shit.
There are multiple copies of it here. There's also there was an encounter with something with a made a black oil with a deer skull for a head. It screamed. Someone claimed it was talking about killing everyone here.
Killing every... That doesn't sense.
I'm not sure what it was trying to imply. I mean, that's someone else's interpretation of the scream. The doctors. The oracles, I'm sorry. The oracles.
All right, well, listen to me, Agent.
Yeah.
You're a good friend, so I'm going to clue you on this one. This is bad. This is real bad. But I don't want to pull the trigger just yet. I need you to find out exactly how many children are there, exactly where they all are, and I need you to get eyes on everyone. I need exact positions of where everyone is.
Okay.
I need to know if somebody's gone home. I need to know if somebody else is coming to the property, and I need to know this now.
Okay. I will go to the youth leader and say, we need to have a meeting with everyone present at the mess hall.
Sure. What kind? At the mess hall?
Yeah.
Are you getting hungry, Agent?
It's large enough for everybody. All the campers, everyone. I have important information about the safety of this camp. There is a safety concern. And
do you want to share that with me?
I will explain it at the meeting. At this time, I do not believe criminal charges are applicable, but there is a danger to your campus that I need to make everyone aware of, and I need to see if anyone.
So he looks like pretty serious.
Yeah.
So he motions to the disciplinary officer. He's like, all right, well, you go to the staff office, you get the elderly pastor, and I'll escort this group over to... No, it'll be fine. It'll be fine. I'll take this group over to the kitchens.
And get all the campers...
No, just the kitchens.
Is the disciplinary officer saying anything?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And we also need... Is anyone not here? Is anyone off campus? Is anyone sick?
No, everybody came in today.
Okay. All right, yeah, get everyone, all the campers. I have important information that is better that if we all explain it at once.
Right, of course. So the youth leader wants to lead you over to the kitchen area.
Okay.
Is there anywhere you want to stop on the way there, or you just want to go there?
That's a good question.
Boys' dorm, or no? We went over to the staff lounge, right?
Well, we're at the chapel right now.
You're at the chapel right now.
Chapel. Okay. So let's stop by the boys' bunks.
Okay.
No.
So the guy said that the disciplinary officer's going back to the staff lounge, right, to get the elderly pastor.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's going to get the people there so that they can take them to the kitchen.
Mm. If you don't mind, I'd like to go with the disciplinary leader so that I may talk to the physician one more time.
No offense, little lady, but I think he can handle the job on its own, and you can talk to her when she's at the kitchen.
It's not about him handling his job.
All right. Well, as long as you don't attack any staff members, I can't see what trouble you can get into by yourself.
I'll go with her, just to keep her safe.
Yeah.
Right.
Because she had that episode. It was fine. It's fine.
No.
Yes. I would
Out of
appreciate
character, one of the gun havers should be with the non-gun haver.
I would appreciate an escort, as it were. As you see, I'm sure you're one who supports the troops. I spent some time working with them.
Okay. So they'll take you back to the thing. Again, is there anywhere you want to stop on the way to the kitchen?
What's
on
that
this
X,
map.
by the way?
Do you want to go to it?
I mean, what do I see when I look at it? I mean, it is storming.
There's this big wooden pole out there, and it looks like it has a couple things on it, but it's kind of hard to see in the rain.
A wooden what?
Pole,
Oh,
like
pole.
a big,
Okay,
kind of like a telephone pole, just like
Is there
nothing
like a
attached to it.
flagpole, maybe?
No, it's a little bigger than that,
Oh,
like a telephone pole.
I see. Is there anything attached to it?
Yeah, it looks like it's got a couple things like sticking out of it,
I will walk.
little
over.
metal bits.
Yeah, I will walk over to it to check it out.
All right, is anybody else coming with you?
I will definitely follow.
Okay. So it's a big pole, and it's got 4 metal things sticking out on basically the cardinal directions. And when you look at them, you notice that they're shower heads.
They have. I turn one. Is there a dial or a lever or something?
Mm-hmm.
I turn one on to see if it works.
The pressure is pretty bad, and I mean it's raining, but the water coming out is cold.
Maybe is there any indication of like, is this like baptism or showers? Like, what would they use this for?
It looks like it would be for showers. I mean, the showers are at shower height. The only thing it's missing is any kind of privacy curtain.
Yeah, it's weird.
So, grieved, Maddie, can I have you roll an alertness check?
Yes. I pass.
Okay, so you see that thing from earlier, and it is back around behind the kitchens. Like, you just know to look over there. So, like, the kitchen obviously has those two front-facing doors, but it's not near there. It's near the side of the building, and it's, like, staring directly at you, like, pointedly, like it kind of wants something. And then it turns and walks behind the building. Meanwhile, while this is happening, Faye, what is the Oracle doing? Like, where are you at right now, do you think?
Ominous. I went back with the disciplinary leader and the guardian to the staff room for a double purpose. One, I went to get some information that I left behind and never, in fact, got from the physician's office. Two, I want to communicate to, I pull the guardian in a little bit and say, I want you to keep an eye on the disciplinary leader. I can handle myself in the physician's office. Make sure that the disciplinary leader doesn't do anything untoward while we're at the staff's office.
I mean, okay, I can do that, but you're not gonna go all, 1,000-yard stare on me,
before
are
the
you?
guardian can like finish that statement, you don't actually go anywhere, Oracle, but like,
Oh, good.
but you go somewhere, like you're like standing in the middle of a camp, like looking at the pole in the middle of the camp, which looks like it's some kind of like shower thing.
Mm-hmm.
And you can see it's not people, but it's like after images of people or like shadows of people. There's a big crowd that's just kind of like ringing this pole, like staring in.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, it makes you feel extremely uncomfortable. And there is a figure that has their hands above their head. Like maybe they're tied. You can't see any ties. They just have their hands above their head, right underneath the pole. And they're writhing, like something is going on, like something uncomfortable is happening to them while this crowd is watching them. And this vision doesn't last very long, but like it's extremely intense. Like it's very unsettling.
Yeah.
Can I have you roll sanity?
You sure can. How do I calculate my new breaking point after I hit 40?
It's the breaking point you used to have minus your power.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so it would be 30. And I went, okay. I make that barely.
Okay, so you managed to keep it together because you're starting to get used to like seeing this weird shit.
Oh, wait, actually, no, hold on. My sanity's 38 and I got a 42. Sorry. I don't make it.
Okay, can I have you take 1d6 sanity damage?
Yeah. That's a 4.
Okay, so you take 4. I confused myself. So everybody is outside, right?
Mm-hmm.
So like the rain is even heavier now, and it's like thick, and it's kind of muddy. Like it's like kind of dark and slick and nasty, and it's kind of oily. Like the rain has changed from like a heavy rain to like almost pitch is pouring down on you.
Cool. Does the disciplinary leader seem to pay this any mind at all?
No.
All right. So this all of this happened sort of while the guardian was talking to me.
Mm-hmm.
So I assume I visibly pale. The rain turns to mud and pitch, and then I share a pointed silence with the guardian and then keep walking.
All right, so you make it back into the staff building. So what do you want to do while you're in here?
What's the disciplinary leader do immediately?
When you come in, he just stands by the door.
Okay.
Aren't you gonna round them up?
I'll get to that.
Okay.
I'm waiting for a couple staff members to come back in.
Oh, okay. And you know they're gonna come back in?
Yeah, I'm going to go get them now. Would you mind staying here? he like latches like the lock on the office door, or like, you know, into the staff office. I mean, like, you could just undo it, but like it's kind of more symbolic than anything. And he heads into his office.
I do, actually. And I unlatch it.
That was pretty immediate. Yeah.
He kind of glares at you, but I mean, like, he goes into his office.
I'm going to open the door a crack.
So you can see into his office.
No, just like not enough to see, but just to have it open.
Right.
I'm going to go back into the physician's room, primarily looking for... Is that girl there still?
Yeah, the physician and the sick girl are still both in here.
Get out.
Excuse me?
Try a little bit nicer.
I didn't know you were hard of hearing, in addition to having a phony license. I told you to get the fuck out of this room.
She, like, stands up and glares at you, and she, like, leaves. And she goes into the disciplinary officer's room.
I'm going to give her a wave as she walks by.
She glares daggers at you. On the medicine cabinet?
On the door?
No.
Ugh, damn. Okay. I go over and sit down across from the girl. And I want to... So does she still seem out of it?
Do you want to roll medicine?
Yes. I want to try and, like, see if she's been dosed with anything.
Oh yeah, like dilated pupil.
That's a success.
She's been dosed with something, and it looks like she's been dosed with something for, like, quite a while. It's like they're keeping her deliberately sedated.
Imagine that.
Maybe you want to share this information with the cop?
Maybe.
Fake?
Keeping secrets.
I don't really say anything aside from it's going to be all right. And then does her chair move?
Yeah, it's a wheelchair.
Great. Yeah, I go to move her outside, like open the door. Guardian.
Oh, you're getting a confused stare. Like, oh, yeah. What's up?
I motion for you to come over.
I come over.
So do you know that criminal charge I mentioned earlier against the physician?
I
assume she's a veterinarian. I don't believe she has any sort of medical license whatsoever.
She did. I talked to her for a little bit. She did a horrible job lying to me.
The medicine in here is primarily for use on canines. In addition to that, this girl here has been dosed with something. Repeatedly.
Okay. This hardly seems like proper medical procedure.
Far from it. In addition to that, the creature isn't the only thing I've been seeing. I don't know how exactly a vision would hold up in the court of law, but I have reason to believe that they've been practicing something rather unsavory here at this camp, and I believe that the children are in danger.
Okay. So?
Listen, Guardian.
Mm-hmm.
If I had your gun on me right now, I wouldn't have asked the nurse to leave so kindly.
It's a good thing I have my gun then.
Damn. All right, well, let's leave that there for just now. So let's cut back to the grieved and the agent. So you just saw the witch move behind the kitchen. What do you want to do now?
I immediately tell the agent, like, I just saw it again. It's behind it's over there.
Is the youth leader with us?
Yes. He's like a little bit out of... I mean, it's raining pitch now, so he's like trying to get you to hurry up. But like, if you wanted to talk quietly to each other, it would be really easily to.
Okay. I guess we'll table the whole what the fuck are there? There's a shower thing out in the open because that's kind of fucked up. But yeah, no. I just nod and head towards the. Okay, lead the way. I'll cover you.
Okay. So when you go behind the kitchen, there's a door. Like there was a room back here, but like it's not like there's a real path to it necessarily. So it's kind of like it's not exactly like hidden. It's just not used very much.
Wait, is it a separate, like, tiny little building like a shed, or is it connected to the...
Yeah, it's like a shed that's, like, leaned up against the back of the kitchen.
Okay, so it's not connected to the building. It's just near it.
No, it's, like, connected into the building, but it's not, like, part of it. Like, it won't go inside. Like, if you go into it, you can't go inside
Okay.
to the kitchen. Yeah.
see.
It's like an outbuilding that's part of the building.
Okay. I open the
Do the
door.
staffers seem concerned we're back here?
He's trying to get you to come back around to go back inside. He's like, you don't really need to go in there. Storage room.
I think we do. So...
Just give us a moment.
Okay. So obviously go inside. Can I have you roll search?
What is my searchy search? Search is not good. No, that's stealth. Search is 50. Yeah, all right. I got a shot.
I do not make it.
I make it.
Okay, so you grope around in the dark because it's not like a light switch near the door. Eventually you bump into something in the middle of the room and you grope around on top of it and there's like a light hanging down from where that is. So you turn that on and it gives you very poor light for the room. There's a big table. That's what you ran into. And up against one wall is like a large pile of potatoes, essentially. It's like a bunch of sacks of potatoes have been thrown into a corner and they're just kind of piled up there. There's the table you're standing at. There's a little bit of twine. It's a little kind of frayed at the end, maybe it's been cut. That's just on the table. And there's a sink with a bucket in it and a washcloth. And that's the only features of this room.
Okay. That's interesting. So look under the table and make sure there's no hidden, basement or cellar or anything.
Sure. Can I have you roll investigation then to check out the room further?
Or just search again? There's no investigate.
There's no investigate skill?
There's forensics, but that's for fingerprints and stuff.
Okay. No. Yeah. Roll your intelligence. Intelligence times 5.
Okay. Yep.
You made it?
Yep.
So there's a bucket and a washcloth, a source of water, and potatoes with no potato peelers. You're pretty sure you know exactly what this room is used for, and it's not good.
Oh, do they beat the students with a here or something like that?
There's a table with evidence of restraint and a source of water.
Oh, Jesus. What is the... I turned to the youth leader. What is this room used for?
A storage room. The potatoes are right over there.
Huh. Well, this table has restraints on.
That just looks like twine. You could use that for all kinds of things. It's a camp.
I think it's probable cause. Why don't you tell the truth for once?
I've been telling you the truth this whole time.
I think, lying is a sin.
Well, then it sure is a good thing I'm not lying. Agent, why don't we just head back into the kitchen like we were talking about?
Okay. I want to go check out the quarry first.
Why don't you just head to the kitchen first? I insist.
I don't really care what you insist. For one thing, also, why do you have showers out in the open like that? That's... You can't use those. There's no curtains or anything for privacy.
Agent, I'm trying to remain reasonable with you because we all want this to be over as soon as possible. I'm going to ask you one more time, politely, to follow me to the kitchens.
I am going to try and subdue him. So
cool.
I can tie him up onto the table.
Yay, escalation!
All right, yeah. So I assume you just get into a fist fight with him. Yep. So roll your unarmed.
That fails.
Oh. So he fails too. So I mean, it's a fist fight. So you're fighting him, he's fighting you. You kind of get blows in on each other, but it's hard to get a good punch in.
Yeah.
But yeah, he's in it. He's ready to go.
Could use some help.
Yeah. I will also enter this fist fight then.
Okay.
It's not going too well.
All right. So use your I think it's unarmed attack.
Mm-hmm.
Unarmed. Yep. Which I have at 70 for some reason.
Ooh.
I pass.
Yeah, because remember, you're trained by the CIA.
Yep.
So you know a thing or two about subduing people for interrogations. So yeah, you get a hold of him. And what you pass with?
I got 17 out of 70.
Okay, yeah. So you get a good grip on him. So the two of you together can manage to get him onto the table.
Okay.
And get him strapped down with the twine that's there. It's really uncomfortable, and every time he moves, because it's twine, like it starts like digging into the skin. So like it's causing some scraping and bruising.
Well, what do you know about that? Scraping and bruising on the table, just like many people have been restrained there. Weird.
I don't know. Let me go. You're gonna regret this.
I regret coming here. That is true. But you're gonna tell me the truth. What is your plan here? What are you planning to do to this campers?
We don't plan anything. They send us bad kids and we make them better.
How do you make them better?
By showing them the light of our king.
You don't call him our king. That's not Christian doctrine.
What are you talking about? It's in every Bible, no. Our king.
When I say God, does that come out as king?
Depends. Are you a particularly religious person?
I'd say my character is a Catholic grew up Catholic and kind of questioning his faith, especially since getting into Delta Green. So,
are you still a practicing Catholic?
Yeah, I still
like,
practice.
Do you have the fear of God?
Yeah.
Then when you say God out loud, you say our king.
Okay. Huh. Interesting. It's not a guy with a crown. It's something. What? Yeah.
He's the king of kings. I don't crown. Just fucking let me go, you crazy son of a bitch.
Grief. What do people worship? What do you call that?
You'd call that God.
Are you a particularly religious character? Like, is your character any kind of like practicing Christian?
No, not at all.
When you say God, you say God.
Huh. That comes out differently. So, did you hear that? Did you hear the difference between those two words? There.
I don't know, man. It all sounds the same to me. What are you trying to get at?
I'm saying things are fucked up here, and there's something wrong.
Clearly, it's you.
It got here. Who died? How'd they die?
Be right back. I need to pee. I told you. Okay. A staffer had an accident, and they ruled it an accident. It's fine.
What was
Why
the
don't
staffer's
you go?
name?
The Rough Man.
The Rough Man? That's not a name.
Yeah, that's his name.
The Rough
You
Man.
could get the sense that he's telling you a name, but like what you hear is the Rough Man.
The Rough Man. I write out the Rough Man on a piece of like my notepad, and I'm writing out the Rough Man. And I show him this.
Like not trying to say his name. You're like typing out the Rough Man.
Yeah, this is what I hear when you say his name. Did you know that?
You're fucking bananas.
Bibles aren't usually yellow, and they don't usually replace words, and they don't usually have smoke come from them.
Listen, if you see something wrong with a Bible when you read, you're obviously demon possessed. Just let me go. I won't say anything, and we'll let you all off the property so that you can tell us about whatever it is you were scared about.
Did you see anything in the chapel that was, I don't know, made of oil?
What are you talking about?
No scream?
Why do you keep asking me about weird stuff?
Grieved. Do you have any questions?
Agent, I think you might be demon possessed. Your behavior is making a lot of sense to me now.
Oh, what do you do with demon possessed? Are these kids demon possessed? Is that what you think?
Some of them.
And how do you treat demon possession?
Exorcism, of course.
Do you exorcise them here?
Not here. No. But this camp.
Huh. Well, put a sock in it for now. And I put the sock in his mouth.
The sock from the evidence bag?
Yep.
No!
Oh, that is disgusting.
Oh,
yeah.
Oh no!
Yeah, he's
that
like
was on my butt.
It's covered in oil. Let's think about that.
Yeah, we'll just close the door.
What if that awakens something in him? Ew.
I think there's other issues here. Yeah.
Back.
Anyway,
what did I miss? Something really bad, probably.
I get a chill on my spine, and it's nothing to do with this weird stuff that's happening right now.
Grieved, what do you think we should do next? Go to the quarry?
Wait, did you kill him?
No. I left him in the thing.
Okay.
He's tied up on the table with the sock that was dipped in oil in his mouth.
Yeah, we should definitely check the quarry out. He seemed to not want us to go there, so...
Yeah. Wait, can we radio each other? Do they have radios too?
They do not have radios, but they do have cell phones.
Cell phones work here?
Have you tried them?
I will try it.
Okay, so when you open up your cell phone and you go to your contacts so that you can send a text.
Oh, no.
The names are fucked up. So the only people that you can read the names of are people that are present in this camp. So the Oracle, the Grief, the Guardian, the Handler. Mm-hmm. But like other numbers are plugged in, and you know that there should be names there. But when you look at people like, you know, like your mom or like your friend, like you just don't read anything. Like it's unintelligible to you.
Okay.
What about numbers?
You can see the numbers, you just can't see the names.
Okay.
Like, you know what that name should say, and like you have this concept in your mind, but it's hard to articulate it, and you can't say their name out loud.
I will text the Guardian to let them know, you know, just a question. Sit rep? Question mark.
How far along does that come after our scene? Like, I assume that probably happens like right after, like, or right during. I basically threatened gun violence.
Yeah, so like right after I said it's a good thing I have my gun then, and then ding. 1 second. Sit rep. I'm gonna text back found legal probable cause.
Text back. We are heading to Quarry to investigate. Youth leader detained in shed behind building.
Oh my God. There are two welts on either side of the bridge of my nose being formed. Damn it! You have handcuffs, right? You could have used one of those.
Yeah, it was poetic.
All right. I'm gonna, along with that, I am going to very quickly type out my involvement with the quarry as like, let me see, was here before. Someone died. I ruled it as drug overdose, black ichor around mouth. Didn't want to be a part of it again.
Mm.
Well, that may have been a mistake.
So are you going to meet up with them? Like, are you all going to go to the quarry? Or?
I'm just telling them where we're going. If they meet us up, that's you know, it's your call.
Yeah, let's. Dang it, we have the kid. We need to do something with the kid.
We can't. She's in a wheelchair, and you'll know that there is only stairs up to the door.
Dang it. I'm gonna call.
Call who?
The agent.
Well, okay, then your phone rings.
Fox Mulder.
Hey, compadre.
No,
So we have a little bit more of a situation than I previously informed.
Yeah, no fuck, we've got a situation.
We got the kid from before. They've been keeping her quiet with meds.
Can you get her out of her sedative? Can you wake her up or whatever?
I don't know. That's a question for Loteria over here.
All right, ask the Oracle. Hey,
do you think you can, snap her out of her drug cocktail?
It depends on what she's been drugged with.
It's those dog meds, right?
Well, yes, but exactly what kind of cocktail? I'll look into it.
We'll work on it. But yeah, like in the thing from before, I saw something similar back in LA. And when I came back, when I was here and saw it again, I didn't want to deal with it.
Well, that's understandable. But you're here now. We need to find out where everyone is and what they're doing. So we need to go. We'll check out the quarry to make sure no one's there. Then we'll check out the campers, the girls and boys things. You keep an eye on the staff, and stay away and make sure no one goes to that shed behind the kitchen if you can help it.
Damn it! Like we can't just let them like move around doing whatever they want, and the fucking kids, man.
We have to find out where everyone is before I can call it in. And then we can call it in, and we can have get backup.
Is it all right if I just go ahead with your previous plan and have them all round up into the kitchen or the cafeteria?
Yeah, if you can get them to do that. The youth leader's indisposed, but
all right.
Tell him. If anyone asks, tell him he went to the quarry with us to look at the scene of the accident.
Can I have permission to be all, copy?
Oh yeah, do whatever it takes.
Okay, cool.
Ends justify the means.
All right, I'll call you back and report.
All right.
Okay. Break. Team, go. Yeah. Bye.
So you're not gonna follow them to the quarry then?
Let them deal with that part. I want to make sure the kids are all right and the staff don't do nothing with them.
Okay. Oracle and Guardian, then, can I have you roll alertness?
Mm-hmm.
05.
Damn, I don't make it.
So, Guardian, you can hear some noise, and it sounds like engine noise.
Oh, no.
And you've got a couple seconds here to decide what to do, and then I'm going to move on. So, what do you want to do?
I'm going to go out to the engine noise and while yelling out, watch the kid.
Okay.
I plan on it.
So you go out towards the engine noise. So, like, coming down from, like, the northeast of the camp are a couple dudes on ATVs.
Okay.
And so they, like, pull up to you, and they're armed. They've got rifles, automatic rifles.
Great. And they're not in uniform, are they?
Nope.
Welcome to the Midwest, bitch!
It's actually the West Coast, really.
Oh, please. Idaho falls into that shithole.
All right.
We apologize to the good people of Idaho, and only them.
All two of you. Anyway, so there's some dudes on some ATVs with some guns. What do you want to tell them?
I am going to flash my badge and go into full cop mode. I'd say my name. I know it comes out as Guardian, and I'm reciting my badge ID number and telling them that they are trespassing upon a crime scene and need to leave the premises, otherwise they will be prosecuted in a court of law.
So they kind of look at each other like they're not like quite ready to use force on you, but at the same time they don't really want to. They
don't really want to what?
Listen to what you say. They're like, this is probably just a misunderstanding. Can we just go with you back to the staff office?
You are a part of the staff here.
Yeah.
What are your names?
Oh, I'm first dog. That's third dog.
Okay. One moment. I'm not going to write this down.
Takes out notebook. Nah, fuck it.
Okay. Listen here. Dog 1 and 3, you said?
Yeah, our names are first dog and third dog.
First dog and third dog.
Mm-hmm.
How many more dogs are there of you?
How many more disciplinary staff?
Yeah, is there someone by the name of Second Dog working here?
So, like, they know who you're talking about when you say second dog, but, like, you understand that it should be a name. Mm-hmm. And they're like, oh, yeah, there's second dog.
And they're, okay. I would like for you two boys to do me a favor and go gather your coworkers and the children over to the cafeteria.
You know what? That'd probably just be easier if we could use the phones. How about we just go with you back to the staff office? We can sort out this whole staff thing with the disciplinary officer.
Yeah, let's go back there.
All right, sure. If
Can I
you can
have
lead
a
the way,
moment?
officer.
Oh, me? No, you two are gonna walk in front of me where I can see you.
We're gonna have to insist.
No, you don't.
So one of the dudes, so they've got like the rifles like sewn across like
Their backs.
their ATVs.
Oh, okay.
So like they have like a little like slot for them. So like one dude like starts reaching for it and says, "No, I'm gonna have to insist."
I'm immediately brandishing my weapon and pointing it towards the man that's reaching for it to get off the vehicle, hands up and behind your head, and kneel down slowly. This is not a joke. I'm being.
So you know that the other guy is gonna go for his gun. So whatever you're gonna do, you need to do it right now.
I'm gonna position myself in between whichever dog I'm doing, so that so that I have them both within line of fire. When any of you want to take the chance.
So he goes for his gun and he like pulls it out, like
Fuck.
so like
Oh my
they're
God,
both
shoot
like
me.
reaching
You're back.
for their weapon.
I'm gonna fire a warning shot like right across from his face.
Okay, can I have you roll your firearms then?
Okay.
If he crit fails, does he just fucking headshot them?
I don't know about a headshot, but yeah.
Okay. Fuck. 43 out of 40.
Okay, yeah. So it's not a warning shot so much as you actually like wing one of them.
Mm-hmm.
So it doesn't do a whole lot of damage, but now they're convinced that you're gonna like actually fight them. So like they grab their guns and they just like start trying to unload on you.
Damn it.
So yeah, so you're in the middle of a gunfight with two good dudes with automatic weapons.
Fucking god damn it.
And
Do we hear the gunshots?
yes, they're not particularly good shots, but you hear one shot and then you hear a whole bunch of shots.
I run towards the shots with my gun drawn.
Okay. So
I'm actually go on the radio. Shots fired! Shots fired!
okay, there's no response to shots fired.
Okay. Well, I'm telling the handler.
Yeah.
No.
She like acknowledges it, but like doesn't say she's going to do anything about it.
Yep.
Great.
So yeah, so they both miss you. I mean, because they have guns, but they're still hicks. So they're not exactly the quickest draw. But there's definitely two of them, and they do have better armament than you. So what do you want to do?
Shoot to maim?
Shoot to maim?
Yeah. So not like I'm going for
You could do a called shot to their hand.
not to their hands.
I mean, that's pretty non-lethal.
To their dick.
Yeah, but I got like a 40 in firearms. I can't make that.
Yeah, if you want to do, you're not skilled enough to do called shots and like have it reliably succeed.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, if he's
Like, you have to decide
how
if
close
you-
is the deputy or the guardian too.
They're fairly close. I mean, they like rolled up like 10 feet away.
So that's point blank range. That's plus 20. Called shots are so they cancel each other out. But still, yeah, it's a 40% chance.
I mean, yeah, you're more likely to miss than you are to succeed.
Yeah, I'm just gonna shoot at one of them. I'm gonna shoot at one of them, and then next round go for the other. Hopefully, both hit
Okay.
at point blank range. Hey, 52 out of 60 total.
Yeah, so you can go ahead and roll your fire. I believe it's 1d10 for pistol.
Yeah,
One
unless
D10.
he's using like a 44 Magnum thing dumb like that's not a cop.
No.
Oh, but I'm in a hick town. Shouldn't I have a dumb hick weapon?
Are you using that?
No, I'd have like something reasonable.
Yeah, that would be yeah.
Something reasonable.
Damn it, that's 1 point.
Yeah, so you wing one of them, but like it doesn't do a whole lot. I mean, like it's gonna sting, but it's not gonna do anything to keep them from like unloading on you, which they
Right,
absolutely do.
Yeah.
And you take a couple bullet wounds
Yeah.
and 3 points of damage as they
Yay.
start. This shooting is not going in your favor at all.
Oh my god. Oh, go back inside, Guardian.
Or run for the tree line. Do anything.
Serpentine. How much HP do I have? Oh, I have 12. Okay.
Yeah, so you lost a quarter of your HP. So Agent, like, I assume that you're still, like, trying to book it over there?
Yeah.
So it's going to be, like, another turn until you'll actually be able to, like, be in range to do something.
Sure.
So what do you want to do, Guardian?
Well, is Grieved following me, or?
I don't know what Grieved is doing.
I will be following, but I will stay at a distance once I can see what's going on, because I don't have a weapon myself, but...
So, also, Faye, where is Oracle at right now?
I heard the gunshots, and I'm trying to barricade myself into the physician's office.
The physician's office? Okay, so you hear a bunch of, like, banging then?
Sure, yeah.
Yeah, and it's the disciplinary officer, and he's like, "Open up, ma'am."
Just a moment.
I'm going to need you to open this door right now.
Is there a syringe within reach of me immediately?
Yeah.
I grab it, pull the plunger out as far as it'll go, but don't remove it from the stopper. I let the door open.
And he says, "Oh, good, you saw sense. He has a gun."
Yeah, I jam the syringe into his throat and inject all of the air.
Can I have you roll unarmed?
Oh no!
That's a crit success.
It's extremely effective. Like, you get him right in the jugular, and then you just, like, in one smooth motion, like you've practiced this a million times, you just empty all of that air, like, straight into his artery. And it is not a pretty way to die. Like, the results are almost immediate and extremely violent. And he's not going to be a problem anymore for you, but that was, like, probably one of the more graphic things you've seen, and you're a doctor without border. So can I have you roll sanity?
Wait,
yes.
What just happened?
She just killed a guy with a syringe, no big deal.
Which person did you kill?
The disciplinary officer.
Good job. I mean, oh
Yep.
no.
Yep. I caused an embolism. That's a 25 out of 34.
Okay, so just take 1 point of damage then. So, like, you just killed a dude. Mm-hmm. Probably deserved it, but you just killed someone.
Yeah. I'm going to try to pull him into the room and shut the door.
Okay.
And take his gun.
Is there anything else of his that you want to take?
Oh, I don't know. I guess, yeah. I'll kind of, in my panic, pat him down to see if there's anything else he has.
He has keys.
Those would probably be useful.
They would absolutely be useful.
Okay. I don't want to leave the girl alone. Okay.
The corpse can keep you company.
Oh, I hope. Oh, she probably saw me kill him.
You hear screaming because you forgot about the secretary, and also the other person that would have been in the staff office was the elderly pastor.
All right, I yell out through the wall. Fuck off!
There's just more screaming, followed by this, like, older male voice being like, "What the hell happened?" And he starts going, "Disciplinary officer? Disciplinary officer, where are you?" What in the Sam Hill?
God damn it! I don't know what to do.
Okay, Guardian. So it's your round of combat again. What do you want to do?
Serpentine head for cover.
Okay. Where do you want to go? Like, you're kind of between the staff office and the showers.
Okay.
Which is the X on the map. Which way do you want to run for cover?
Hey, there's a tree line, like, right in between the areas you just said.
Like, due east of you? That's where you want to head for?
No, like, straight in the middle. See?
Oh, yeah. I get
Happy little trees.
Happy.
So you're just going to duck behind. You're just going to duck behind some nearby trees.
Yeah.
Okay. The cover inside the camp here, like, there are some trees, but it's obviously not as dense as the actual wood line on the edges of the camp. Mm-hmm. So you can take cover behind some trees. So on their turn, the dude you shot at gets off his ATV, and he starts working his way around to the side.
They're gonna flank me.
Yeah, while the other one just fires in your general direction.
Okay. I want to aim towards him and see if I can shoot him.
Okay. So, Agent, You are like right on the edge of this now. Like you can finally like see through the pitch rain, like the people like out here in the mud fighting each other with guns.
Mm-hmm.
What do you want to do?
Okay. Let's see here. I'm at stealth. Am I at a penalty to shoot at one of the gunmen?
Yes.
Okay.
Right now you'd be at a 20% penalty. You either need to get closer or, I don't know, spend some time aiming.
Actually, yeah, I will aim at one of the ones who's standing still and shooting. If I try and get closer, he'll probably notice me. But if I aim, yeah. So.
Okay, Guardian. What do you want to do on your turn?
Shoot.
Okay, which one?
Wait, is the Grieved, are you good at stealth?
I have 50% stealth.
Good enough.
Yep.
You could try and sneak up on the other one, or I could shoot one, you sneak up on him and grab his gun after it.
Yeah, remember, she's a big deal in the CIA.
Yeah.
I'm very happy to try to do that.
Okay.
Use the rain as cover or something.
Mm-hmm. So, Daria, let's go ahead and have you roll your firearm attack. And sorry?
25.
Yeah, which one are you shooting at? Sorry?
The one that was trying to flank me.
Okay. Yeah, you'll hit him. Because they obviously, like, it's rainy, but he's, like, in the open. So roll your firearm damage.
5 damage.
How many had you done before? One? you said?
1. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, so he's, like, you very seriously wound him. Like, this isn't something that he's gonna want to continue moving around in the rain in. Like, he's starting to get the idea that, like, maybe he doesn't want to continue this fight. So, like, he's, like, cursing and bleeding, and he's like stumbling back towards his ATV because like he wants out of here. And the other guy is still just like chucking bits of lead into your tree.
Ugh. Thank you, tree.
Okay, so let's do agent and then grieved.
Okay. Have I aimed?
Yep.
Right.
Who do you want to shoot at?
Not the one who was just shot, but the one who was fired.
The one that's
yeah,
doing suppressing fire.
Suppressing fire. Well, that is a miss. Probably distracted now. Shot at from behind.
That's true. So then, Grieved, what do you want?
I would be sneaking up on that same guy that was just shot at.
Okay, can I have you roll stealth?
Stealth. That is a success.
Okay, so you're kind of like hunkered down in like the mud that this pitch rain is like kicking up. But nobody's noticed you yet. So like you're low, you're creeping in on them. So you're a lot closer to him. Maybe next turn you'd be close enough that you could like do some kind of melee.
Cool.
So Dario, your turn again.
Woohoo. Let's shoot at the guy that's still shooting at me.
Okay.
Damn it, 42.
Yeah. It's not very good.
No.
So you don't hit him or anything. Gets real close, like he felt the wind off of that, but not enough to actually do damage. So the wounded guy like gets back on his ATV and he's like starting it up because like they're gonna beat feet. Like they don't want to get into a gun battle where they could possibly die. Like they don't want you running around and doing stuff, but like maybe at this point in time it's better to go get back up. And so the other guy like spins around on his seat to like notice the agent and opens fire.
Okay. Well, he would be at a penalty too.
Yeah, he's not doing so hot. He fires wildly. So you're not in any danger from those bullets, but I mean like there are two of them and they do have guns.
Yeah. No, it's not.
So what do you want to do?
I guess I will just keep firing at him. Actually, is the ATV guy closer, or are they about the same distance away?
They're like right next to each other, so whichever one you feel like shooting.
Yeah, I'll just fire with the penalty at him.
The wounded guy?
Yeah, the guy who just shot at me. And I actually hit.
Okay, yeah, roll your firearm damage.
10.
You kill him. It was like right between the eyes, and he just goes down.
Hey, there's a gun for you, Grieved.
Can I have you roll sanity though? Considering you just shot a man to death.
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, I'm fine with it too.
Yep, this is something you're kind of used to at this point.
Yep.
Honestly, this is probably the least violent thing you've done, really. So he goes down, and he's like still clutching his rifle, but like otherwise, like he's kind of the worse for wear. So Grieved, it's your turn. Like You're right up on this wounded dude. What do you want to do?
Yeah, I will definitely be grabbing the rifle. Can I then make a shot at the other guy?
You absolutely can. There's a penalty, but like you're point blank, so they cancel each other out. So just roll whatever your firearms is.
My firearms is 40. And I roll a 79, so no.
No. You make a lot of noise, scare the shit out of him, but you don't actually care. So that means it's Ratback's round to Guardian's turn.
Okay. Is going for a tire called shot?
Yeah.
All right,
You could go for him. I mean, that would stop him from fleeing.
yeah, let's just go for him.
Okay.
29.
Yeah, so roll your firearm damage.
Cool. 6.
Oh, yeah, he's super dead.
Oh.
They right center mass. You must have hit something pretty important because he just is bleeding out onto his ATV now. Can I have you roll sanity?
Ooh, okay. 47.
Out of?
Hold on. Out of 55. I'm okay.
Yeah. I mean, you are a cop. You did move here from LA.
Mm-hmm. It's fine. I'll just push it away like all the other memories.
Oh, jeez.
So there's more pounding on your office door, physician, and also everybody can kind of hear more ATV noises.
Yay.
Okay.
It seems like there's more dogs.
Dogs are there, yeah.
I will run. Everyone, get in the staff building, and grab the other dead guy's rifle and any ammo on it. And yeah.
Okay. So the three of you pound up to the staff building, and you see an elderly gentleman banging on the physician's office.
Hands in the fucking air.
So he like swears, and he puts his hands up. I'm just a defenseless old man.
Shut the fuck up. On the ground now.
Is this really necessary?
Extremely necessary.
So he kind of like starts to drop to his knees, and he's like complaining about arthritis, and you could still hear the secretary screaming in his office.
Blah, blah, blah. You have the right to remain silent. Blah, blah, blah. You don't have to fucking talk if you don't want to.
Does certainly sound like the Miranda rights.
And cuff him.
All right. I'm going to be barricading the doors and shuttering the windows.
Fucking God. What the hell is going on out there? I heard shots fired.
Can I get mended?
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Can I get fucking mended, please?
Yeah, I'm noticing that Carmen is sufficiently wounded. I like try to move her over to one of the cots and like start doing what I can.
Thank you.
Should I roll medicine?
Is there first aid? Is there a different skill, or is it the same thing?
There's first aid, yeah.
Yeah, you could do first aid.
I dropped one of my dice. I guess I'll have to use a horny dice for one of them.
It's not just healing, it's
Sexual healing. All right.
When you get that feeling.
That's a 22, which is a crit. That's fucking great.
Yeah.
yeah, so Ross, help me out here on first aid.
I believe first aid is just a D4, so a crit success would be full 4.
Yeah, so you plug that bullet hole real well.
God, you're fucking lucky. Whatever they're shooting you with was powerful. It went right through. Did not get anything. Oh my God, you're bleeding everywhere though.
Just give me an apple juice and I'll be fine.
Gonna take a little more than apple juice to replace what you've lost.
So there's some windows here, but like they're like kind of small. So like it's not really something that you'd want to use as a point of ingress or egress. There's 3 doors. There's the door you came in to get into the staff office. There's a door inside the disciplinary office. Let me know if you go in there. And there is a door inside the chaplain's office. Let me know if you go in there.
I'll check
so
out
has anybody noticed the fact that there's a dead body?
Yeah, there is a dead guy on the floor with a syringe in his neck, by the way.
Holy
Just
fuck,
so you
Loteria.
know.
Holy... Did you fucking kill that guy, Loteria?
Yeah, it was self-defense. What can I say?
Fucking good job.
Oh, critical success doubles the amount healed, so it's 2d4 instead of just 4. But I guess.
All right, well, we'll just go with 4 anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you get shot at later, this will come back into play. So, which office were you going into? Sorry?
I'm going to sweep and clear the disciplinary office, make sure there's no other people hiding in there. So, yeah, just open the door, look inside, and if there's anything...
So, it's a messy office with chairs and a deck. There's a locked cabinet behind the desk. A large bolt paddle hangs on the wall. There is a door leading outside, and then there is also, like... it's like shelving. It's like metal shelving next to the locked cabinet, and it's got a bunch of like charging stations on it, like where you would charge like Black & Decker kind of batteries. But it's not currently charging anything.
Would these be the kind of batteries you'd use for radios?
It's the kind of batteries you'd use for an electronic device that would require a significant amount of battery power.
Okay. All right, like a radio. But yeah.
Sure, like a radio.
Or tasers.
Sure, like a taser. Something so mild.
Yeah. Oh, great. Check the corpse for... Wait, keys. Check on the lock cabinet. See if there's anything.
So, did you go get the keys for...
I searched the body.
Or what are you doing?
I searched the body for keys.
There's no keys on the body. It's obvious that you're suturing it, though, if the person with the keys wants to tell you they have them.
Right. Okay. Right, yeah. So, killing the dude in self-defense, totally just... I stare at everyone. We're all...
Yeah,
got a story.
Fine.
Great.
Yeah,
good.
it's good.
So, in self-defense, I found these keys.
I take the keys and moved to unlock the cabinet. Someone keep an eye out to see if the ATVs are coming.
What the fuck were those shots out there? What was that?
They have automatic weapons. This is a cult.
God, fucking...
So, yeah. The lock cabinet has space for 6 automatic rifles, along with ammunition for them, and 5 of them are missing. Presumably, you have 2 of them.
So there's 3 more. And we have 1 more rifle. Does anybody else need a gun?
Fuck no, I don't want to touch the thing. Oh, speaking of, here, I took this from the in self-defense.
Cool. Time for guns akimbo. Nah, I'm just kidding. I have more trigger discipline than that.
Well, okay, so Guardian, Grieved, and I all have a rifle with ammo.
Yes.
Okay. We'll check the elderly pastor's office.
Okay. So you're not like in-depth searching this room.
Oh, by the way, I'm keeping a watch outside, or not like outside, but like by the windows, looking for more ATVs. So
the chaplain's office looks fairly normal. It's like a nicely appointed desk. There's a phone in here too. There is a list of staffers posted up on the wall, and there's a door that leads outside. On the desk is like some planner stuff, and then also one of those yellow Bibles.
Yay!
What does the planner say? Is there anything?
The planner is just like dates. It's like got sermon topics on each Sunday, as well as like different camp functions. But it's like really innocuous stuff, like prayer circle and things like that.
Okay.
I'm gonna move the desk in front of the door.
The secretary's desk, or the
chaplain's desk in front of the door in his office.
Okay.
Yeah, there's a desk in every room if you just want to barricade all the doors.
That's a good idea. We will barricade all the doors.
Woohoo!
While everyone's barricading the doors, I just want to raise the point. Where are all the kids?
We haven't checked the dorms yet.
Right, but shots have been fired.
Yeah.
How many kids are there?
20.
Wait,
check the disciplinary. We need to check the paperwork to see if they're probably lying.
Oh, they're assuredly lying. But my point is, it's about 20 hostages.
Fuck, I'm going back out.
Okay.
So you're starting to hear those ATVs again. They'll be here pretty soon.
Look, this isn't... There's no reason we should barricade ourselves up in here. Let's get what we need out of this fucking shithole office and move. Let's find the kids.
All right, just quickly toss both rooms to see if there's anything hidden, like anything under desks or tables or shelves.
Can I roll, like, not alertness,
Well, the Grieve, do you have search too?
Search.
20.
I have it at 40, and I got a 24, so...
Okay, so the important things is there's the staff list in the chaplain's office.
Hey, I make that.
That's a
And
crit,
there's-
too.
That.
There's a camper list in the disciplinary office.
Okay. Total number of people on each, not added together.
On the staff list there are 14 names on the staff list, and there are 20 names on the camper list. Do you want to read the names?
Yeah, we in
Sure.
it. Let's read it.
Okay, so who is reading what list?
I'm reading the camper list.
Okay, so the camper list is names of children, but there's still more titles. So there is the liar, the saint, the sick girl, the pervert, the anointed, the tall girl, the drowned, the rat, the bird, the fish, the singer, the coward boy, the band, the clown, the heroine, the lost, the dragon, the king, the queen, and the prince. And on the staff list, there's the disciplinary supervisor, the elderly pastor, the secretary, the youth leader, the physician, the cook, the assistant cook, maintenance guy, and there's a name that's been scratched out. First dog, second dog, third dog, fourth dog, and fifth dog.
A lot of security for 20 fucking kids. Okay.
There aren't any... Despite the name weirdness, is it apparent then, other than the scratched out name, have there been any alterations?
So you just want to know if there's like something up with the list, like if there's important things about the list?
Yeah, essentially.
Okay, can I have you roll your intelligence times 5?
Yeah. I make that.
So there's a lot of names on the kids list, right? But a couple of them don't fit the format that everyone else does, right? So there's like titles, but the sick girl, the tall girl, and the coward boy all don't fit the same like markings as the other one. So like inside this weird naming thing that's affecting you, those 3 kids seem important somehow.
Okay.
The sick girl, the coward,
The coward boy and the tall girl.
the tall girl. Okay. So we need to find those 2. So
We found one of them. The sick girl is here with us.
maybe if we unite them all, that we can figure out what's going on. That's...
Do we split up then?
No,
Some
we
of us
stay
go to the
together.
girls' dorm.
We need to stay together because they have 3 guns, we have 3. Yeah, otherwise.
Then where do we go first? We go to the girls' dorm first. It's right north of us.
Yep.
And then we can loop around to the boys' dorm, find the coward boy.
I'll take...
And then what? Like what's our situation? We have no way of getting out. We have no one coming to help us.
We can take the ATVs if we need to.
Yeah, assuming that we're able to dismount them.
Well, I mean, there's 2 already out front. We can double up if we need to, or we can call on reinforcements.
Right, and we take this girl in a wheelchair on an ATV.
Well, obviously not on a wheel, but like, we don't have great options. There might be another vehicle around here too.
I think not having great options is stating it kindly. I don't really think we have any options here.
We have options. Let's go to the girls' dorm and find that tall girl.
Bridget, did I happen to like when we came into the campground and passed by the parking areas? They don't have like a bus, do they?
Hello, Bridget.
Hello.
Oh, sorry, I had my mic down. Yeah, when you walked by the motor pool, like you didn't actually see it. Like they had like the garage doors down. So if you want to know what's in there, you'd have to actually go out to it.
Okay.
Okay.
What did they refer to Scott as? Quick question.
The maintenance guy.
Gotcha.
Is the scratched out name the Rough Man?
Yes.
Okay. He was not worthy, I'm guessing. So.
Well, he fucking
He died.
died.
Yeah, that's why he died. Yeah, because he wasn't worthy. Yeah, let's go to the girls' dorm.
Okay.
Okay. So have we decided how we're going to move the girl?
I
the
think
doctor
that-
can carry her.
Exactly.
Okay. So you're just going to give her like a piggyback ride, or are you going to princess carry her?
Princess carrier.
Okay. Well, I mean, like, she's kind of young,
Yeah.
and it's obvious that she hasn't been eating well. So she's much lighter than you would expected her to be.
Mm-hmm.
So you can hear the ATVs, but it's kind of easy to avoid them, and you assume that they're going to be distracted by the fact that there's corpses on the tops of ATVs where their friends used to be. So, like, you can use that as cover for right now.
Cool.
So the group of you make it out to the girls' dormitory. The most noticeable feature first is that it's surrounded by a chain link fence, and it's a very tall chain link fence. And on the top of it are like these like barbed like spike kind of things that point outwards, as though you were trying to keep something from climbing over it into the girls' dormitory. And then when you actually like go into the dormitory, and it's just a long kind of hall with 10 beds in it, and like that's all there is. Like
barracks.
Well, yeah, and like on the outside, like to go in, like there was space for a padlock. Like it's like you would put a padlock like on the outside, and then when you open it, like there's just these like 10 beds, but there's not like dressers or like trunks or like space for kids' stuff. It's just these 10 Spartan beds, and in fact, the windows are like really small. They're not really windows so much as they're a place that like kind of circulates air.
Are there even kids in here?
I don't know. There are not kids in here.
Yeah.
Can I have you all roll sanity, though?
Was this locked in order to get in here? Like, did we have to use the key?
No, there was space for a padlock, but there was not a padlock on it.
Okay.
I also fail.
I make it.
Everybody that fail, you take 1 point of sanity damage. Like, this is a place where you would keep prisoners, not children. And the fact that it's like padlocked, if they just lock them up at night, like if there was some kind of fire, like they would never be able to get out.
Yeah, it's super illegal and super evil.
Okay.
I look at the where the padlock should be. Do I see the padlock? Like, did someone unlock it and put it on the ground?
Yeah, someone else must have the actual like padlock itself. So like it must be somebody's job to come out.
But it wasn't.
But it definitely looks.
But it's not like it was ripped open or shot, or there's no cut or anything.
No.
Like that. Okay.
Do you want to like toss the room or like search it real quick though?
Yeah. Make sure there's no hiders.
Okay. Can everybody roll search?
I make it.
So a couple of important things here. This room has a phone, which can call the disciplinary office, and only this disciplinary office. And around one of the like little like air windows things, there's this. It's covered in this like black oil that's like smeared all around the frame of this window, like that would make it easy for maybe somebody small to slip out. So you notice that all of the beds have placards on them to like say who sleeps there. And this window is near where the sick girl would sleep.
So she has a connection to that thing. What about the tall girl? Anything unusual about her bunk?
None of the names in here say the tall.
None of them say the tall girl? Huh.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, that's kind of messed up.
What about like the queen? Right, the queen was one of them.
Mm-hmm. The queen is in here.
Okay.
Is here?
The queen, the singer. Yeah, like nameplates. Okay. Heroine, queen, singer.
Does it look like there is a station for a staff member to be there, like on watch or whatever?
Mm-hmm. Okay. Yeah, there's like a much nicer kind of like bed, like at the head of the room.
So that's where they went. The staff member led them somewhere. The gunfire started up.
Presumably to the cafeteria. Where else?
The lake or the quarry is my guess.
There's the kitchen, and then the other place that you haven't checked yet is the boys' dormitory.
The kitchen is nearby, so we'll check that out. But my guess is they went to the lake or the quarry, because that's farther away. We'll be sneaky.
Okay. So where do you want to go? What do we want to do?
The kitchen, because that's.
I agree.
The kitchen makes sense for evacuation.
Primary concern right now is finding the kids.
No.
So the doors to the kitchen are open now, like they've been left open. So when you go inside, like you get the idea that maybe there were people here, and they might have like after they heard gunfire.
Mm-hmm.
So the first thing you notice is that like the dining area here is like shitty. It's like these old like picnic tables. They're not particularly good, and they're just kind of there. Like there's enough seating that it could probably like sit all of the campers, but like it's really Spartan. It's not like there's like bottles of ketchup or any like napkin dispensers or anything. Like it is the bare minimum. When you go into like the kitchen itself, like there's a pantry, but like there's not really food in the pantry. Like it's like a bunch of instant noodles like a bunch of macaroni, bunch of ramen, that kind of thing, but like not really food. Like there's space here, like they could cook for the whole camp, but like maybe they're not feeding the children very well.
Yeah.
Maybe.
And then there's also a phone here that can culinary office.
But that's it. No kids.
No kids.
Okay.
Can I set the sick girl down on one of the tables?
Sure.
Okay. I want to discreetly exit the building
Okay.
and go around to the back
Uh-huh.
and enter the storage room.
So the light is on in here, and there is a man tied to the table, like wriggling against the line with something stuffed into his mouth. And you recognize him as the youth leader.
I would like to suffocate him.
Sure. I'm not going to make you roll mechanically for that, for roll sanity.
Uh-huh. I fail.
Okay, so you clamp your hands, I assume, over his mouth and nostrils.
Mm-hmm. I stare into his eyes the entire time.
Yeah, you look him dead in the eyes as he, like, wriggles around on the table. But he can't really do a whole lot. Like, the twine, like, digs into him, and it is obviously extremely painful. Like, he starts to bleed from where he struggles against it, and then he's just not struggling anymore. Can you take 1d8 points of sanity damage?
Yes, I can. And regardless of how much I take, I will hit a breaking point. That's 8.
Okay, so you need to be gone. You can't be in this room anymore.
Yep, I exit the room immediately. And is there like a lock? I have the keys, right?
Yeah, there's no lock here.
Okay. I exit the room, and are there footprints anywhere that I can see?
I mean, yeah, there's like it's like muddy, so like people that have been back here, you can see where those footprints go.
Like leading off towards the quarry, maybe?
No.
Okay, I head towards the lake.
By yourself? You're not going to tell anyone?
No, I need to be gone.
Okay, yeah. So you just like run down the path to the lake.
Did we notice any of this?
No, you did not.
Okay. All right. Hey, wait. Where'd the doctor go? Why isn't she here?
I didn't see anything.
I'll check around back.
Yeah. I'm gonna look out into the main courtyard area to see if I can figure out where the ATV guys are, the dogs are.
The dogs are over by the other ATVs, so like there's 3 more ATVs to the collection, and it looks like they're having some kind of argument.
Okay.
The pitch rain is like really heavy, so you can't hear it, but like they're gesticulating wildly.
Okay, so they haven't figured out what they're gonna do. Okay. Just kind of keep an eye on things until the Guardian gets back.
Okay, so Guardian, you went around to the back.
Mm-hmm.
So again, it's a small room. There's a table in here and not much else. And strapped to the table is the corpse of the youth leader.
Oh. Yay. Well, it's a problem for tomorrow, me.
You want to get that sock out of his mouth now?
Yeah, I'm gonna take my sock back. Thank you very much.
Your death sock. From Hideo Kojima.
I'm gonna go back out and say, like, I didn't find her, but I found the youth leader.
Oh yeah,
and
he's pretty pissed off.
He's not breathing.
Well, he was alive when I left him there, but we've already shot some people, so.
Can I have?
Yeah.
I got my sock.
Yeah.
Like that's the most important.
Yeah.
Can I have the evidence bag?
Yeah. Here you go.
Thank you.
Yeah. Pretty gross.
Would we be able to see Russo's footprints leading to the lake?
You could roll search.
Yeah, let's do that.
I do not make that.
I make it for 34 under 50.
Okay. Yeah, you see that there's some extremely hurried footprints headed vaguely in the direction.
She went that way.
Well, we should, we need to secure her. One of us needs to carry the little girl too.
I'll carry her because you both have the automatic weapons.
And so do you. We had 3. But
Oh, really?
yeah.
Oh.
What's your firearms at?
40.
Mine's at 50.
Same.
So.
Yeah, I'll carry her, I guess.
Okay. So
Okay.
off we go chasing after.
Yeah. So you're going to be a little bit slowed down by the fact that you're carrying.
Yeah.
The Oracle can get to the lake house faster than everybody else.
Mm-hmm. What do I see?
So it's this like garbage cabin. Like it looks like it was built by hand by unskilled labor. Like it doesn't look particularly finished.
Mm-hmm.
It just looks like kind of like this is like the secondary site that they don't want you to know about.
Mm-hmm.
And there is a fire pit out in the front that has like a very hastily like put out fire. Like it's like still kind of smoldering even in like this like pitch rain. There's like in the mud are like ATV tracks. So you can just presume that the dogs were probably chilling here before they went out, did whatever it is they were doing.
Uh-huh.
So as you come up on the house, you hear a hey, and you look down at the foundation of the house. And there is someone like wedged underneath it, like waving at you.
I tentatively approach and kneel down.
Okay. There is a very muddy child here who's like, "Hey, give me a hand."
What's your name?
I'm the tall girl.
Okay. Here. What? Wait, are
So-
you hiding? Did you hear the gunshots?
God, yeah, those dudes just took off out of here like a bat's out of hell. Like, quick, get me out of here before they come back.
Yeah, I help her out. Where's the rest of the kids?
They've been gone for weeks.
What?
Yeah, it's just us. Have you seen this sick girl?
Yes, she's safe.
We need to find her so we can end all of this.
What do you mean end all of...
We mean all. And like she like puts her arms up and like the pitch is like covering her arms and she's like, "The fuck do you think I mean?"
No, good. Okay, you can see it too?
Yeah. Like, what do you mean? Can I
All the
see
people back at the camp pretend like nothing's fucking happening.
She's like, "That doesn't surprise me," and she like runs her hand like through her hair, except there's like nothing to run through. Like, somebody has done like a very terrible job of like buzzing it down.
Oh.
And now that you're closer to her, you can see that there's like scab marks on her ears, like where maybe somebody had ripped something out.
Listen, okay, the sick girl is safe. The people that did this are... They've paid.
Paid how?
I don't answer and say, let's go. My friends have the sick girl. I came this way looking for the rest of the kids.
Did you do it?
To some of them.
She like gets really quiet and then she like moves in to like hug you and she kind of like makes like a squeaky noise that maybe sounds like thank you.
Oh. I hug her back and pat her head. Come on. We have to go. Can you run? Are you hurt?
She's like, I think I can move kind of fast.
Okay, well, look, here. We'll get back faster like this. Then I pick her up and start running back with her.
Okay. So the two groups of you will like meet along the road then.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah. Oracle. You is that the tall girl?
It's the tall girl.
Oh, good. Was there
Do you
anyone
have the
else
sick
there?
girl still?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Good. She says that the sick girl can put a stop to all of this.
God dang it.
She jumps off your back and she like runs up to the sick girl. She's like, oh my god, is she okay?
She's drugged.
But she was supposed to meet me. She was supposed to meet me, and then she never did. And that fucking coward.
Where's
the coward boy?
Yeah, him. That fucker. So like,
did he leave already? Did he leave with the rest of the kids?
in like fits and starts, she like tries to tell you the story of what happened.
Mm-hmm.
Like they tried to escape. And it was supposed to be the three of them: the tall girl, the sick girl, and the coward boy. The tall girl talked about how she wanted to leave like by herself, but she needed the coward boy's help to get out of the dormitory.
Okay.
And so, like, the two of them escaped the boys' dormitory, and then they went and got the sick girl, and they thought everything was fine. They were going to escape bound by the Old Quarry, because there's a service road out there that you can take back to Highway 2, and they were just going to hitchhike back to town. But the coward boy had, like, let slip the plans at dinner, and so there's a particular staff member that does not very much care for the tall girl, who found them and attempted to attack them. And the sick girl did something, and it called something who took care of the rough man. But after that, like, things had been going, like, really weird in the camp. Like, it's almost like the camp is being, like, shut off from the rest of the world. There's, like, this mist everywhere, and you can't leave it. Like, you just can't leave the camp. Every time you drive away, you just end up back in the camp, and there's no escaping this, like, hellhole. And then, like, the kids started to disappear.
Ah, great. Good.
Okay. Okay, so if we just kill all the bad people, do you think it will end?
She's, like, not sure that it could fix it or it could make it worse. But she knows that the witch lives in the quarry.
Yeah.
The witch.
Maybe the coward boy's there, too. We have to go there.
So the sick girl is presently tranquilized or something?
Yeah, she's out of it. Mm-hmm.
Would it be possible for me to, given what I've seen of their medical facilities, would it be possible to synthesize something to purge her system?
Yeah, if you could get back to the physician's office, it's possible that you could make something to wake her up.
Okay, I communicate that to the rest of the group. Look, if she knows how to end this, that's the only sure-sounding way we have out of this. I mean, you just heard it from the sick girl's mouth. If you try to leave, you don't leave. Like, we need to end whatever this is, I say, covered in pitch rain.
Yeah.
Who's the person who had the radio last?
Probably me.
Okay, can I have you roll alertness?
Okay. I think my alertness is 50. Yep.
Okay, so you almost don't hear it over the rain, but you realize that they've left the radio on, so you hear a little bit of chatter, like the handler is talking to someone, and you just catch the tail end of the conversation where she's like, "Oh, shit," and then, like, you hear it click, because she probably switched over to a different channel.
Okay.
But you've worked with her before, so you know what channel she would use for emergency.
Okay.
And when you click it over to that one, you can hear her giving instructions.
Okay.
Or someone's. They're talking about securing the gatehouse, moving out to the lake house, sweeping the staff room. She's handing out assignments.
I don't think we can go back to the staff office.
Fine. The rest of you go to the quarry. I'll go to the staff room, and I'll meet you there.
Okay. We'll take the sick girl with us. Be safe, because I think armed people are coming in. Shoot everyone.
That's the least of the horrors. That's the least of the horrors that worry me.
Okay. I mean, that's pretty high on my list, I'm gonna say. But yeah, good luck.
I just start walking off to the staff room.
I'm gonna follow after you. Before I do that, I'm gonna heave the sick girl onto. Dang it! I've been referring to you all as nicknames. I can't remember your titles.
I'm agent.
The grieved or the agent?
Yeah, the grieved.
The grieved.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll take the child.
Okay. All right.
Okay. Well, the tall girl wants to come with you.
With us?
Yes. If you're gonna get something that can help the sick girl, she wants to come help.
The best way you can help is not to be around when there are other people.
I kneel down. Listen, it's clear that you care very much for the sick girl, and you need to be there for her. Right now, she's not herself, but she's scared, she's alone, she's responsive. She needs some sort of familiar face, some voice to keep her centered and grounded. Do you think you could do that for me if you went with it?
She, like, kind of nods, but she looks, like, super worried. Like, she doesn't really want you to go, and she doesn't really want to stay, but for some reason, like, she's okay with you telling her to.
I promise. I promise that we'll come back. There's 2 of us, and besides, I've got an armed cop coming with me.
Mm-hmm.
And she hears cop, and she kind of like looks at the Guardian, and she just kind of glares.
I know.
She's not called the Guardian for nothing.
She's like, well, we'll see about that. And she does that thing where she like points her fingers at her eyes, and then she points her fingers at your eyes.
I laugh and pat her on the head and start heading away.
Never store it underneath your mattress. It's the first place we look.
Okay, so it takes a little while to get to the core, so we can do this whole medicine adventures.
Okay.
So the biggest concern first is there's the dudes at the ATVs, the dogs. How do you want to try and get past them?
Do we have stealth? Can we try to stealth past them using that tree line to the right?
Sure can.
All right. Do we have any bonuses due to like the pitch rain?
You do have bonuses due to the pitch rain, but that's the really only bonus you have. So if your stealth is not particularly good, it might still end.
My stealth's about a 10.
So is mine. I don't feel.
What's the ability for like running fast?
Athletics probably, or you could do Dex times 5.
Mm-hmm.
I have a good Dex times 5.
50?
65.
Okay.
How about another gunfight and I hand you my gun?
I was just about to ask if you wanted to march off and be the brave soldier.
Oh, how about I not march off and find a good place of cover and then be the heroic soldier?
Well, my intention is to sprint to that staff building and run back to the quarry.
Okay, yeah, I'll give you covering fire.
Okay.
Take my spare gun. Don't shoot yourself.
I really hate using these things, but fine.
Fine. Safety's there.
I've handled a gun before.
Never too late for a refresher. Go.
I roll my eyes, get the gun ready, and just start sprinting to the staff.
Suppressing fire!
Okay, so I want you to roll your firearms for suppressing fire, and then we'll do the check for phase sprinting.
Okay. Do I get a bonus for suppressing fire? I don't like. No.
So what do you roll?
I rolled a 67 out of.
All right. 40. So your suppressing fire is not necessarily that distracting. Faye, if you want to go ahead and roll the Oracle's athletics or Dex times 5.
Okay, let me see which of these two is. It says 30. Dex times 5 is 50. So I'll do Dex times 5.
Oh man, why didn't I? Oh wait, no, you have medical knowledge. That's why I didn't run.
Yeah, I make that with a 23.
Yay!
Okay, so you like bolt to the staff office like without getting caught, but they know where you are now. So like 2 of them take aim at where the suppressing fire comes from, and they're just going to start throwing lead down range, while the 3rd one sneaks off to go deal with you because they don't want to get surrounded. Meanwhile, on the radio, you hear them chattering about shots fired and where they think it's coming from.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So let's do Guardian. What do you want to do? There's 2 dudes like trying to shoot at you.
I'm gonna shoot back from undercover.
Nice.
Cool. That is a 35.
Okay, yeah. So the first thing I need you to do is roll lethality.
Okay.
So just roll a d100.
Okay. 19.
Yeah. So these are particularly deadly firearms. None of you are wearing safety gear, so like you just take it. You just open a dude up.
Yeah.
Oh.
He is dead as shit, buried as hell.
Just like the summer of 06.
So Oracle, back in the physician's office, you're sitting there at the medicine chest. So go ahead and roll or pharmacy to see if you can put some kind of stimulant together.
Okay. That's 8.
Yeah. So you know just what to go for. Again, knowing that.
Just the trick. Used it to pass my college finals.
Mm-hmm. So you got yourself an upper. So you put that in a vial, and you grab yourself a couple clean syringes.
And sterile pads.
Mm-hmm.
Can't forget those.
So, yeah. So how do you want to approach the... Do you just want to, like, run straight back to where the Guardian is? Do you want to turn this into an extended gunfight? Like, how do you want to do that?
No. So there is a side door here, right?
Yeah.
Like, leading out towards the east?
Yep.
Wait, no, west?
Yep. To the left? Uh-huh.
Towards the left, yes. Thank you for understanding how I think about maps. So I want to... Do the Guardian and I have some means of communicating?
We got our phones.
Yeah, you can try and use your phone.
I'm going to slam the vial and syringes into my pockets, sprint out the left door, and try to call the Guardian to let her know that I am running up to the quarry that way, circling around the parking garage.
You do not have a signal.
Of course I don't. I leave.
Okay.
Sorry, Guardian.
So you're just going to sprint. So, so Dario, what are you doing here? It's your turn.
I'm gonna open up. It's okay. It's okay. I wouldn't have done the same thing because I'm not that smart. But it's okay.
You're not that ruthless.
No, it's because I'm not that smart.
So you're going to fire at one of the dogs then?
Yeah. All right. That's 31.
Okay, roll lethality.
Okay. 92?
No, so you just do normal bullet damage, which I believe is 1d10.
Well, actually, with lethality, normally you add the two dice together. It'd be 9 plus 11.
Okay. Yeah, so you straight up kill him.
Woo!
So there is the third guy, but he's already, like, gone into the staff building, so I don't know if you want to try and go after him.
Yeah, I still think I'd still be operating under the assumption that Face Character would return to me, so I'm gonna go after him.
Okay. On the radio, you hear that a group has entered the staff office, and they've found a couple bodies. So, Guardian, how are you approaching the staff?
So I guess back against the wall, like peering in through the doorway.
Sure. Can I have you roll alertness?
Okay, I'm good at that. 47 out of 80.
There's a couple of dudes in there, in like full tactical gear and night vision goggles.
Oh, fuck.
So the last dog.
Shit.
Did you take the staff list with you?
Yeah.
Okay, so you took the staff list and the camera list?
Yeah.
Yeah, we probably.
Okay,
so looking at it like up at the
So yes, they're rummaging around and they're presumably looking for because they need to know how many targets are inside the zone. On the radio, you hear that they've positioned the sniper team at the gatehouse, and they're waiting for the team to get in position at the lake house.
Fuck.
Oh my god.
So by this point, the Oracle has caught back up with the two girls and the guard, or the grieved and the agent.
Yay!
I got something to stir the sick girl.
All right.
What's
yeah, you noticed that the Guardian's not here.
Is the Guardian still with us?
I ignore that.
Something happened?
I ignore that. I need to show me the sick girl. I need to find a vein. Here, stop. We need to set her down. I need to find a vein.
Yeah, hold her steady.
I try to best I can to provide some cover so that the pitch rain doesn't like fuck up the injection point. Sterilize.
This whole girl tries to help you.
Yeah, inject again, or sterilize again. Inject.
Yeah. So you see like a reaction like fairly quickly.
Yeah.
But like it's not gonna like wake her up right away.
Right. Right.
She just like starts mumbling.
Yeah.
And you can hear her just say over and over again, the witch. But unlike everybody else has been like saying it like a description, like she's trying to say a name.
Ooh. Okay. We need to get to the quarry.
Yeah.
That's the.
All right. So you're headed towards the quarry. Guardian, what are we doing?
Okay, I can't. I didn't hear any gunshots from Or did I hear gunshots from the?
You did
from the
not
staff
hear
room?
gunshots when the third dog got it.
Oh, and does it look like they're using suppressed weapons?
Oh yeah, they're using very sophisticated weaponry.
Oh my god.
One of them is moving towards your door, so if you want to do something, you gotta...
Shoot. Damn it. I'm gonna... Fuck. I'm gonna lie in wait. No, that's dumb. That's so dumb. Oh my god. I hate this so much.
Danielle, I'm so sorry.
You could always say, "Hey, I'm with the agent. I'm on your side." That'll work.
As a friendly, what am I told about, like?
You know nothing about these people or what they're supposed to be doing, other than that they're doing.
Man, because like the way Carmen is thinking, this isn't SWAT doesn't use suppressed weapons.
Yeah. Do you want to roll for a gut check?
Yeah. Is that intelligence or?
Yeah, intelligence times 5.
Okay, 34 out of 60.
They are not your friends. They will not want to see you, and they are much more likely to kill you and then ask.
I'm gonna run away. What can I do? Fuck. I don't have signal. Shit. Yeah, I'm gonna run away. I'm bad at stealth, so run away. Serpentine.
Okay. Yeah. So you just book it out there. So like they know that you're fleeing, but they also know what direction you're fleeing. So they're not going to come at you right away, but they're definitely going to follow you back to the quarry.
I'm not going to the quarry.
No?
No. There's a tree line off to the side.
Oh, so you're gonna shake the trail?
Yeah.
Okay, so you hear on the radio that there's a runner headed towards the lake, and you hear acknowledgement from the team that just set up at the lake house.
So we hear that, as in the agent hears that.
Mm-hmm.
Damn it.
And I hear that.
Mm-hmm. So you know the Guardian isn't dead yet. Which, I mean, that's comfort, right?
Sure,
Yeah.
that's comfort.
We could try to intercept, or we could try to resolve this now if we go to the quarry. Get this witch to help us or whatever. I look at the doctor.
Intercept what?
The what?
Intercept what?
The runner, because that's probably the Guardian.
What's chasing the runner?
In situations like this, sometimes it's best to, you sever a limb to save the body. You know all about that. You gotta stop an infection at its source.
Of course, and ideally, you want clean, efficient tools to do that.
Yep.
I gesture at the three of us. Would you describe us as comparing to a clean and efficient tool?
Oh no, we're not that. We were the probe. We were the diagnosis unit. We're not the scalpel. Scalpel's back there.
Then we have no business. Then we have no business being in its way.
All right, let's get on to the quarry.
Oh, God.
Sorry.
Hey, Bridget.
Yeah?
Can I have them all roll sanity for...
Yeah.
You absolutely can for having the roll sanity for leaving you to...
Cool.
Looks that cool.
I did certainly fail. I mean, yeah.
I may
Just pass.
Okay, so Faye, take 1d6 points of sanity damage.
1d6?
Yeah, as you're leaving your friend who is violent to her violent death.
Oh,
Right. Oh, okay. Doing great.
I'm having a great time.
Welcome to Belvedere.
Don't worry, we're probably going to get eaten by that thing pretty soon.
So, to be sure, so Dario, are you trying to go to the lake house?
I
I thought you were just trying to get in the woods, just try and get in far away from the camp as possible.
Yeah, I wanted to like try and break line of sight within the tree line.
Uh-huh.
And off in that direction, I suppose.
Are you trying to come back to the campsite, or are you trying to get lost deeper in the woods?
Trying to get lost deeper in the woods.
Okay. So you go wandering through the woods for a little while, very quickly, because you're trying to lose your pursuers. And all of a sudden, you come out near a clearing. Like, there's a road here.
Oh.
The road looks very familiar.
Oh, is it the road to Highway 2?
It's the road to the gatehouse.
Oh.
Oh no!
If I look to either side of me, do I see like Black Ops people posted?
You can't quite see the gatehouse here. It's a little bit down the way.
All right.
And if you look down the other direction, there's a vehicle.
Okay.
It's still pretty far off, but it's like right at the edge of like this like wall of like pitch black rain that like seems heavier in that area. So like they can't quite see you from where you are, but if you wanted to walk in a direction, you could get the attention of the car, or you could go back towards the gatehouse.
Let's not go towards the car.
Okay. What do you want to do?
Now that I understand that I'm back near the gatehouse, can I start working my way towards the quarry?
Yes. Do you want to just take the road, or do you want to be like sneaky about it?
Yeah, let's not take the road and go like take the unbeaten path.
Okay. So you can eventually make it to the quarry then, but it's going to take you a while.
Okay.
So let's go back to our friends who are actually at the quarry now.
Still friends.
How is this sick girl doing?
She's like a little bit more awake, but like she hasn't quite come around yet. It's going to be a little bit longer.
Yep.
Okay. So all right, never mind. Okay, sorry. I was trying to skip to a thing that doesn't exist. Okay, so you head up towards the quarry, right?
Mm-hmm.
And the pitch is just like running down like everything. Like it is like raining heavily here.
Mm-hmm.
And it's very easy to pick out where the murder site was, because it is littered with bones. They're just like humanish looking remains like all over the stone where that dude had died, and it is just covered in blood, and it's like somehow kind of like fresh blood, and it's like not being covered by the rain. It's like these rocks are just like oozing with blood. But that's like the only real feature of the quarry. Otherwise it's just this big hole in the ground like slowly filling up with pitch rain.
Great.
And then you have this like pile of bones and blood.
I go towards the pile of bones and blood.
How small are some of these bones?
They're not particularly small.
Oh, thank God.
Okay, so as you go up towards the murder site, you suddenly find yourself having that same kind of like out-of-body experience, and you're standing in the bottom of the pit.
Mm-hmm.
And you're looking up at the top of the pit, and you are looking at a scene that's not quite happening now, but it's like more defined than those shadowy scenes where you see the two girls, you see them like quarrel with this guy, and then you just see him like fall over, like his tongue like separated from his body as he like hits the ground.
Uh-huh.
And then you like see the police cars come up, and you see the Guardian get out and like go through that whole scene where she like investigates the crime, and then you see the elderly man or the elderly pastor like try to attack one of the girls, and like you're seeing this all from like inside the pit. Like you are like you're someone that was there, that was watching this happen.
Yeah.
And when you like snap back out of this vision, like you're at the edge of the quarry, like looking down, and you're looking straight into the bone face like helmet of the witch.
Oh, good.
Can you roll sanity?
I can tell you whatever I roll, it is not going to be good.
He could be good.
Yeah, I failed. I rolled a 24 and I still failed.
Okay.
I failed. I got
You lose. Everybody that fails loses 2 points of sanity.
I hit my breaking point.
Okay. You don't. Have you done flight yet?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So like this fills you with like a sense of like righteous anger, part yours and like part externalized from you. Like you're feeling like the anger of something else, and you really want to solve things finally, like by yourself.
Yeah.
And she's got a gun.
I do have a gun now. I haven't needed one so far, though.
But yeah, you really want to use it.
I'm sure I will.
Right. So does anybody want to like investigate this area? You want to like look around for clues?
So is it still is the thing still down there?
Yeah, the witch is like just like standing in this like couple inch deep pile of like pitch, and she's just like staring up at you.
Can I
Hello?
approach?
Hello?
I don't even say anything. I just want to approach.
Ross, are you trying to get our attention? Or are you trying to get its?
No, I'm saying hello to the witch.
Like she just like kind of like looks up at you, but like she doesn't like say anything. She's just kind of like.
I turn to the tall girl. Okay, so what now? Do you know what's going on?
Can I have you roll alertness?
Okay. Make it.
There is in among the pile of bones. It looks like there's a book.
Is it a yellow covered book?
It is not a yellow covered book.
Oh, okay. Well, it must be. I pick it up.
Okay. And you open it and look through it, and it is photos. It looks like family photos. It looks like photos of like the same family members. It kind of looks like the sick girl, only like she's doing better at the time. Like these are like photos from her childhood, and it's photos of another older girl, and it's just like the two of them together, like at the park or like getting ice cream at sporting events, birthday parties.
And it's not the tall girl.
It's not the tall girl.
Okay.
It's someone that has a very strong resemblance to the sick girl, and also the sick girl.
Wait, so it's a family member related to the tall girl and the sick girl. Okay. I asked the tall girl who is here, who is this?
That's her That's her sister.
Her sister. Was her sister taken to this camp?
No, her sister died about 2 years ago.
How did she die?
It was kind of tragic. She didn't really tell me what had happened, other than that it was like an accident. But they were really close.
What was her name? Do you know?
You hear the sick girl pipe up, and she just keeps saying the witch over and
Was her name the witch?
that yeah, like you actually like say the witch, and this time it's less of a title and more of a name, but you don't know the name behind the name, so like nothing happens.
Okay. Okay.
Do you want to roll to get an idea?
Yeah.
While the agent's doing that,
Mm-hmm.
you put the Guardian's back with us, right?
The Guardian will be with you eventually.
I make it.
Okay.
She's not with you right now. Somewhere inside this book has got to be some kind of clue to what her real name actually is.
Okay. I start flipping through it.
Do you have forensics?
I do. It's not super high, but nope, I do not.
My forensics is super high.
You feel like there's something in here that you're just not understanding. If you had more time, you could help like me, but like you just can't understand the thoughts.
Okay.
On the other hand, you also hear on the radio that they're starting to sweep towards the quarry.
Okay.
Can I descend into the quarry towards the witch?
Sure.
Like, is that easy enough to do immediately?
Yeah, you can go down. There's like a sloped incline down there, like built into the side, so you can just like walk down that to get into the quarry.
Okay. Does she do anything?
She just turns to look at you.
Okay.
The rain though has gotten much harder since you've seen her. And there's like a river of black oil that flows down the path from the quarry, like the way you came, like kind of like washing it out and turning it into this Icarus river.
Okay.
And inside like that river, like you can kind of see like footprints that lead like from the camp all the way down the ramp that you just descended down towards the witch. And like you can see these footprints even though like it's being constantly washed out, and they are all a bright red color.
And they end at the witch?
They end at the witch.
Okay. We're here to help. We want to make things better. What can we do to stop this?
She like cocks her head to the side, like when you say help, and like the chimes that wound about the horns like make a rattling noise. But she like doesn't respond to you. It's like she can't communicate back. So, Guardian, you've finally made your way to the court, and you see a couple people standing around a big pile of bones covered in blood.
Oh, sweet. I mean, oh no. I'm gonna, like, I guess wave for their attention. Hey, is everything, oh my god, what the fuck is that?
Yeah, it's the witch, I think. I think it's connected to the sick girl's sister who is dead, but I can't quite figure out what the next step is. Could you take a look at this? And I show her.
Yeah,
the photo album.
yeah. Oh, right, book. Yeah.
If you want to piece through it for clues, you need to roll forensics.
Yeah, I'll do that. Hey, 20 out of 70.
Okay. You find a photo of a birthday party, and you can see on a banner in like a mirror that's present in the screen, you can see like part of this banner, and it says "Happy Birthday," and then it just says Mira. But like you get the idea that that's maybe not the whole name; it's just the first part of her name. Because it's not the whole thing, and because it's mirrored, it's not being subject to the naming ban.
Oh, okay. I guess I see Mira, Miranda.
When you say Miranda, like the witch is just like gone from the quarry, and she's just suddenly like right in front of the garden.
Hey. Your name's Miranda, right?
She like very slowly extends one arm towards you, like her claws are up. Like, and they're like really long, like sharp nails. And then she like flattens her hand out, like she's asking for something from you.
Don't really have anything
The photo
consequent. I'll try giving her the book.
So she takes the book from you, and she like leafs through it until she gets to this like photo of her giving a present to the sick girl. Can I have you roll intelligence times 5?
Sure. 48 out of 60.
Wait. Does anybody have mythos?
No.
Nope.
It's called unnatural in this game, and you don't start with it. Unless you'd say I could have started with some, but...
Yeah. I thought you had some on your sheet. Where is that?
It's not on there. It's
Should be the
just
last
unnatural.
skill.
Yeah.
Occult?
Unnatural. Occult is more like actual, like...
There we go. Occult. That's what I need you to roll as occult. That's the one I was thinking of.
Okay.
I have a cult at 20, but I didn't make it.
I make it. 14, yeah.
Woo!
So, it's like a present from a birthday party, and like what it is it's like this like kind of like sign of protection. So you get the idea that like her sister before she had died had made an oath of protection over this sick girl that she's like carrying out now. Whoa. So if you want her to go away, someone else needs to accept the terms of the protection oath.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Hey, I'll do it.
Just like that?
Yeah.
I mean,
I didn't really do it last time when I could have, so I'll do it.
I approach with the sick girl.
Yeah, and she like the witch like looks at the sick girl, and like the expression on this concealed face that you can't see seems to soften.
Oh god.
oh.
So, acting like the weird extra-dimensional being standing next to us is of no consequence, I'll shrug my shoulders, saying, "Yeah, I'll do it."
So she clasps the book in one hand, and then she like holds her hand out again, like she wants you to give her something.
Okay. This time I'll do it with my hand.
Okay. So she seizes your hand and turns it over, and runs a finger over it, like cutting it open, and she like presses your hands together so like your blood is like running into her palm. And then she's like looks at you expectantly.
I swear to I swear to continue what you were doing.
To protect.
Okay.
Us.
Yeah, I'll accept that. So like everything clears up like all at once. Like she's just gone, and then the rain is just like clearer, and it's like there was never any pitch like that. Like the river like washing out the path is just like gone. It's just wet. So you're just all just being rained on now, and it's like none of this had ever happened except for the kill team still sweeping through the camp.
Yeah,
but like
I was really hoping that would go away.
You feel, Carmen, you feel like you made an extremely important promise. Like you feel different. Like physically something has changed. So like this isn't just, oh yeah, sure, I'll happily fulfill like you now feel like you must protect Molly at all costs.
Molly, she has a name now?
Yeah, you all have names now.
I can say Carmen.
You can say Carmen.
Cool.
Okay.
You hear on the radio that they're getting close to.
Let's get the fuck out of here.
Yes, let us retreat now.
We can run.
Yeah. We go through the
I'm
woods.
still in the quarry. I think I just sit down in the quarry.
No, you're not.
You're coming. You're coming with us.
I have. You're gonna have to make me move. Please.
I will pick her up.
I'll carry her if you carry the other ones.
I will fireman
Do you have,
carry the
strength
doctor
13?
out of here.
My sanity is like 2 checks away from me checking out.
So you have to forcibly carry a lot out of.
Yeah.
But yeah, there is that service road, and you can take it back to Highway 2. Did you try to radio it in? Do you try and contact anyone?
Yeah, that's the thing. After we get away from the kill team a little bit, I say, like, they know who we are. So if we don't clear it with them now, they're going to keep hunting us forever. So
after you get away from the kill team a little bit,
yeah,
you get a phone call.
I look at the caller ID.
It's the FBI.
I answer it.
Okay, this is the voice you heard earlier. And she's like, God damn it, where have you been?
Is this my handler or is this the first person who contacted me?
This is the first person you talked to.
We're outside of the site. Whatever, you can debrief me.
What site? You went to the camp?
Yeah.
I've been trying to get a hold of you for hours. You missed your briefing.
Agent Keaton drove me there.
Wait, Agent Keaton?
Yeah, my handler. Yeah.
I'm your handler. I need you to tell me everything you know about this.
Yeah. I can do that. But I don't look. We have other people made it out, but other people made it out. They don't remember anything. Only I do. Nothing happened to them. They were at the edge of it. All right. I think they
Sorry, could you?
Oh, can you not hear me? Hello?
I can hear you. It's just breaking up for me. Sorry.
Okay. I'm basically trying to tell my handler, like, I was the only one who saw. I'll debrief you. I'll tell you everything you want to know, but nobody else knew anything. So, don't bother contacting them. They're fine. There's nothing wrong with them.
Okay. She wants to meet you for a debriefing.
Yeah.
In Coeur d'Alene, like right now.
Yeah.
Like as soon as you can get out there.
Yeah. I will tell her. I go the rest of the group. I will tell everybody I don't know what your real names are. That my memory's a little foggy, and that you left, and I just found you. Yeah, I will try to protect you, but I cannot make any guarantees.
Yay!
So, I would maybe move and change your names. You never know.
So, do any of you want to go?
Yeah.
Do any of you want to go with Ross to the debriefing?
No.
Mm-mm.
I hit the wind. I'm gone.
Okay.
What do we do with the children?
What do you want to do with the children?
Canada? I have family in Canada.
Just fake their
I
IDs.
guess I hand the sick girl over to Carmen, since she swore to protect her.
Yeah.
Bill?
You should probably take both of them. I mean,
Yeah. I can get us somewhere safe.
Okay. So I'll just go ahead and run through after.
Yeah.
So, Lot is just gone. She does everything she can to just drop off the grid so that she would never be involved in shit like this ever again. Carmen escapes into Canada, taking Molly and Cece with her, because now she's like honor bound to defend them.
Oh, her name is Cece.
Yeah, when Agent Fitzgerald meets up with Agent Rhodes, who's your handler, she informs you that your op had been co-opted by a third party who had taken over everything with a bunch of cowboys, and they did a number on the camp, and then there was also a church in Colburn that had been the victim of a quote-unquote terrorist attack, and there was no survivors.
Yep.
But otherwise, you're still in with Delta Green.
Oh, okay.
But they have no idea what this second group was or why they so viciously reacted to the information that you shared.
Yeah.
But yeah, they burned both locations to the ground, along with all of the bodies.
Yep. And they killed everybody there. It wasn't any of us. You didn't do anything. Yep.
Yeah, they there's the second group that like wants you dead, but like you're being protected from this shadowy organization by your shadowy organization. And you have disavowed all knowledge of anyone else involved in Operation Shadow's Rest.
This is fine. This is fine.
This
Good.
is another fine day working with and for Delta Green.
Yeah.
I mean, all things considered, this is really the best possible ending for Delta Green, because nobody died and you're not actively being hunted.
Yeah.
Just passively
Just
hunted.
passively. Only part of the crazed conspiracy wants to murder us. Yeah.
Yeah, I ended the game with over 10 sanity.
Yeah, it was a little. The sanity loss was supposed to be pretty high, like because this is just a one shot. Like it would have been much lower.
I didn't lose a single point.
Cool as a cucumber.
Yep. And I'm sure Canada doesn't have no shady black operatives.
There was some cool stuff in. You saw almost everything. There was some cool stuff in the motor pool. Nobody went into the garage, which is unfortunate.
No, yeah.
And nobody tried to leave, which would also have been really funny.
I assume that's what happened with Carmen, though.
Yeah, if you try to just walk away, like it, no matter which direction you go in, it always wraps you back around to the gatehouse. But if you try to actually use one of the vehicles in the motor pool to leave, it's a completely different scene.
Oh, interesting.
That's the one witch sighting that you didn't get.
Ooh.
Oh, nice. So did you expect the Oracle to kill everyone?
I did not expect the Oracle to kill everyone. That was kind of
I
interesting.
did because Faye was playing.
Agents of Chaos.
Yeah. Yep.
When we play this with the patrons, like they had all of the staffers rounded up in the office, and so once they decided that like something untoward was happening, they executed everyone all at once.
Oh,
Shit.
But like, so I had this thing set up because obviously there was like rogue Delta Green outfit, like there was the old like cowboy that were trying to implement static.
Mm-hmm.
So once you give them enough information that sounds like the yellow sign, they just send in the kill team to like clear the camp.
Yeah.
So like when I was playing this with the patrons, poor Turtle literally the first thing he radios back is it looks like there's some kind of like memetic infection occurring in the area, which is like, why did I even start this piecemeal thing if they're just going to tell them right away that it's like the yellow sun? So that was hilarious. That ended in a bloodbath that only 2 people survived.
What was the other bloodbath that you expected, or was that the one?
That's the one, like getting in a shootout with the cleanup agents. The other thing is if anything happens to the sick girl, the witch will go berserk.
Ooh.
She screams every minute, once a minute, which just does like sanity damage to everyone in the campsite.
Oh.
And she either does that for 5 minutes until like there's no sane person left, or until she has like eviscerated everyone she can see.
Holy shit.
So, she screamed once when we were in the chapel. So, something happened to the sick girl at that point?
No, she just always screams when you mess with the stuff in the chapel, because it's like places that's connected to trauma this sick girl has experienced. So like you kind of get those like echoes when you're interacting with the witch.
I gotcha.
Well, that was good and very trauma filled.
So everything was caused by the witch, or was there actually like a Carcosa infection, or is the witch part of Carcosa?
Oh no, the witch is not part of Carcosa. Carcosa is supposed to be a red hair.
Okay, all right, just the witch fucking with people.
Well, no, it's the reason why like the names change is because like the naming ban is based on how the sick girl interacts with things. So like they refer to our king instead of God because like that's how she understands their power structure. And the masks thing is just because she's really into Persona.
I dig it. No, cool. It's very fun. I liked it.
Yeah, that was awesome.
Yeah,
I
it's really
quite
good.
enjoyed that. I enjoyed playing in that quite a lot. Like, specifically, I thought it was very cathartic.
That was what I was planning on.
Yeah, I could see that. All right. Well, we'll talk to you guys next time. Or is there anything else you want to say? Okay.